You know how Kev intro the shit? Like, yeah, minus the soundboard. Right. Okay. So, sorry.
Insert here.
Right. Sorry, people. I don't have a soundboard. God damn it. It's Wolves Den episode 55. Um, I'm not gonna lie like Kev and say I'm your gracious, humble host. I'm your
I was gonna
motherfucking
say I'm gonna call you on that shit anyway. Like, fuck out of here.
I am your hot-headed motherfucking
Yeah,
crash out. Don't take
ignorant
no
at
bullshit.
times.
Can be ignorant at times, true.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I am still open-minded. Um,
Mhm.
um,
A open-minded, ignorant bastard. Go ahead.
that's crazy,
Mhm.
right? I
Mhm.
know, but I am describing myself. You know what I'm saying? I am, I am 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm solid, like you know what I'm saying. But I do crash out. I have a temper problem, and I'm tick tick boom. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Big rah rah, not the little rah rah.
Yeah, big rah rah in the building. You know, the one and only D, Birdman Brown. I'll
Light
fake
skin.
noise it. We ain't got no soundboard. Goddamn it! This is the
God
ghetto
damn,
board.
that
We
was
doing.
hot. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me back up. You gotta prepare a nigga for some shit like that. Hold
You
on, hold on.
stupid. She said. Rewind. Rewind.
I'm
Fletch it.
fucking dead. Boop.
Somebody
Oh my
say,
bad.
pull up,
I
pull up.
cannot.
Damn, where's my horn?
Meow.
Yo, let me stop, yo. No, I
I'm
mean,
dead. How
and
we
it looks
DJing
like,
our own shit? I love it.
yeah, word. Fuck it, we improvising. Fuck it, we
Mm-hmm.
gonna have our fun with it. And it looks like, world, there's two of us today. Kev, I think he said on the last pod, if I'm not mistaken, he's not gonna be here this
Yeah,
week. So y'all
with his
knew
whole
Kev.
ass.
Kev out here whoring in the Poconos somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn, he gave a
he'll oh
location.
shit, my bad. I mean, it is what it
My
is.
location is remote. Hold.
It,
Oh my bad.
I mean, it's like if you say Calabasas, we don't know where. You know what I'm
We
saying?
know exactly where.
We don't know
Yeah,
exactly where.
he over there somewhere.
Poconos is kind of big, so it's a whole mountain. So
Up and down the mountain.
yeah, we don't know where, but
Okay.
he's out doing him. It's cool, whatever. And then Oz is supposed to be here. He didn't request off, so I don't know where Oz is.
He didn't go through the proper
He didn't go
channels.
through the proper channels, as Kev said, to request off. So he sleep or got his head in some ass or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh,
But
he said he been taking up my advice every weekend, so we just
maybe
gonna
that's
chalk
what
it
he's
up to that.
yeah, maybe that's what he's doing. Hey, all right, cool, whatever. I just Kev gonna be the one for I don't whatever. Kev
You
gonna be
get
the one.
fined.
Yeah, Kev gonna be the one who feels some way. But
Nigga screaming.
it's me and our lady correspondent, our first lady female conspiracy theorist,
Hey,
you know,
astrology expert,
astrology
uh,
expert.
mother of three, grandmother of one.
Right.
Uh,
And
yeah, I'm out
and
here.
and still youthful. You know what I mean? Still
Facts.
got it. Still got it.
Consistent in the gym. Kev
Right.
always mentions that. We gotta make sure we throw that in there.
She's focused. She's always determined.
We got 79
Michaela.
more days till the summer.
Look, see, calculated. The Queen Michaela. 79 days to the summer. Look, I don't even know how many days to the damn summer, but she does. You
I
know
don't
what
know if that's real. I heard a girl say
I'm saying?
87 about a week ago, so I'm just going off of that. You feel me?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I'm like, I don't even know. I mean, listen.
I don't know. I'll be still in it. It sounds
I know
good.
it's a
It's good
couple.
for
I know
content.
it's a few months away. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is exactly, but right, I'm ready.
but yeah,
I can't wait. I
we got
guess
a
you
lot
want
of
to open
shit
up
on
with
this
the yay
fucking
and get the
list.
shit out the way real quick.
Oh my god, I fucking hate
I know you don't
Yay.
want to talk about him, so let's move him out. Wait,
It's,
first before that, before yay, we'll start with um Val Kilmer passed away.
yeah, R.I.P.
Rest
I
in
was
peace.
really sad about that. That was my boy right there.
No, he was a good actor. He's not in my top five dead or alive, but he's a good actor. He definitely did his thing, and
He
he
was in
had,
one of my
he
favorite
had.
films. He was in
Oh
Heat.
yeah, what's that?
Yeah,
What?
Heat.
What? Oh, yeah. Heat is
Yeah,
definitely one of my favorite movies. Well, he was in a lot of good
and
movies
he
though,
played Batman.
and he did play. I forgot about that. When
I
I was
know.
looking at the pictures, and I'm like Batman. I'm like, oh, he did play Batman after Michael Keaton. You're right. I forgot
Yep.
about that shit. You're right. And I said I forgot because yeah, with the superhero characters, they be switching niggas and shit. So I forgot he did, but he played a lot of good roles. Like some I forgot. I was looking through the pictures. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot he was. yeah, he did do that movie. Okay, like he was a good actor, yo.
Especially
And
when he got older and he got like fat. Cause
yeah,
Val
got
Kilmer,
pudgy.
when he first came out, the bitches was loving him. He was on GQ and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say they used to swear he was the prettiest model nigga in the world. Some
Right.
shit back
And
in the
turned into
'80s.
some fat nigga. But
Yeah, back in the
he's still a
'80s.
good actor.
No, he's definitely a good actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? He has a hell of a track record. So can't
Yeah.
deny that. And sad that he passed away. He wasn't that old. Like he wasn't
No.
young, but he wasn't that old. Like he's like 65 or something like that. So it's like you know,
That
But rest in
Hollywood
peace.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
He
I'm about to
lasted
say just.
longer than a lot of them.
I'm about to say no. He definitely did. But health plays a role in everything. So right, how he lived,
Yo,
lost
facts.
a acting legend. Now on to
Legend.
this goofball
Oh,
shit real quick. We're
fuck
gonna
all.
start real fast.
Oh
um,
God.
the Ye
Help
interview
us.
with Academics World. I don't know if y'all feel like I feel about this shit, but I'm tired of Ye, Mr. West, whatever the fuck you want to call himself. The niggas delusional.
He ain't
Let me.
even Mr. West no more.
I don't know what the fuck he is. I just call that
Yeah.
nigga Kanye again. Like he want to be called Yeezus and Ye, and nah, you're Kanye, sir. I'm giving you your. I'm calling you by your birth name. Fuck that. This is what Donda named
Okay.
you, Kanye. So that's where I'm going with it. But I know
Don't bring
y'all
up that
tired of
nigga
Kanye.
mama.
I would hope right. Hope y'all tired of talking about this nigga because I am. If it ain't something good he's doing, I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about Ye being a donkey of the day. He does this all the time and it's old and it's just like it's stupid at this point. And the nigga comes out in black KKK outfits. Why? Like, what are you doing? What is the message you're sending? You're farting in the middle of the interview. Like, you're just on some
First of all,
goofy shit. Like,
first
I
of
don't.
all, the fact that the interview was with Academics speaks volumes.
You're
You didn't go
stupid.
talk to nobody who got any fucking sane sense about them, okay? Because Academics is a Ye and Drake fan. He Just
Right.
leave it
You
right
know
there.
what
First of
academics
all,
is? Not that he's not good at what he does. It's like to say Funk Flex ain't good at what he does. It's this. They're dick riders. And this is why I don't care
yeah.
for academics interviews. I don't care for Flex interviews. Like I'll watch
I
it.
don't even like Academics' voice, long
Yo,
enough
you're
to sit there. I didn't even watch
you're
the interview. I'm not
stupid.
even gonna hold you. I
She said
watched all the fucking snippets and we'll just put the conversation together like that because I'm not about to sit there and
and watch
listen
the
to his
full
fucking
the
stupidity
full
and
interview. Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
have anything to say that's constructive because I promise you it's probably all gonna be bad because I don't
Right.
fuck with neither one of these niggas. Like
But
shit is weird as
when you
fuck.
deal with an interviewer who is a dick rider, you're not gonna get like I
A
don't know,
good
the
interview.
truthful interview, yeah, because it's like you're catering to their needs and what they want. So you're gonna ask what they want to talk about. You're gonna stay in the lane that they want you in. I feel like a real interviewer, of course, I'm gonna give you your lane and
Ask the
say, but I'm
uncomfortable
gonna ask you the
conversations.
uncomfortable
Yeah,
shit. I'm gonna ask
yeah,
you what the people want to fucking know. That's what the fuck I'm
right,
here for. I ain't here to kiss your ass, my nigga. The fuck? Let's get that clear. I ain't a dick rider. I don't need this shit that bad. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
yeah,
be real. If you scared of that, don't come to my platform. I'm a
right.
thousand with it. You get what I'm saying? That's fine. You know what I mean? But I feel like Flex and academics, they like that when they interview niggas, they cater to them because they super fans. And it don't mean that I'm not a fan of who I'm interviewing, but I'm real, nigga. I'm not starstruck. You a fucking person like me. You put your pants on one leg at a time like me, nigga. There's no difference here except your
I was gonna
status.
say, if I really gave a fuck enough, you know what I'm saying, if I call myself a fan, then
Mm-hmm.
I would want to ask you the questions that I think other fans will want to know, not something that's going to cater to your image or your brand. Um,
Right.
I don't really
Right.
feel like he was catering to anything, honestly, if we're gonna talk about academics. But what I will say is Kanye don't interview like everybody else anyway. It's not like it's gonna be a Q&A.
Oh yeah, no,
I
no,
ask
right.
you a question,
No
you
matter,
answer, we
right,
move
right,
forward. He's
right.
gonna
No
go off
matter
into
who's
80
interviewing him.
tangents
Right,
and talk
right.
about whatever the fuck you want to talk about and cut you off and
You're right.
all of
No,
that type of shit.
no
So
matter who it is. You're right. That's true. No matter who's
um
interviewing Kanye, he gonna do him.
he been consistent with that. I'll say that. But this
True.
interview I think was again, like you said, redundant. It's for shock value. It's to bring attention to this album that he about to drop because he's actually scared. I think
Scared of
that
what?
people are not gonna fuck with him like they used to fuck with him. It's been a while since Kanye dropped the album. You feel me? And
Yeah.
he's been doing a lot of wild ass shit that he know people don't approve of.
So
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
is why he got to build up all this marketing around it, because now people are going to be intrigued to listen. But
To
one
see
thing
what he
that
got to say.
stuck out to me, that tweet that he said about fucking Iggy Azalea, which I can't stand her either. That's a whole nother
No, and I was about to say,
conversation.
right. I don't fuck with her. I feel like she's a culture vulture. I listen. I agree with you on Iggy, but damn, we
Kanye
drifting.
sucks.
What
We
the
don't
hell?
want to
Oh
hear
yeah,
about the
we're on
fucking
Kanye. I'm like
album.
we're drifting. What the hell's we on? Yeah, but moral of the story is Kanye still on the bullshit. I don't know if y'all excited to hear the album. I'm not. I feel like I'll check it out, but I'm not like jumping out the window. Well, let me hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I feel like he still is good
Wait,
at making beats. Like from
what
the
did he
beats
say about
I
Kendrick?
be hearing, it still be dope, but I don't think his concepts are good anymore. I don't know what is he gonna rap about at this point? Like everything that comes out, even in his interview, seems like he's hating on somebody. Oh, you got a problem with Kendrick? You got a problem with like my nigga. You are too old to be having these little gripes and these personal feelings about other. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, bro. That nigga's what? Kanye's 4 years older than me, I believe. So right, my man, you're like pushing 48, my nigga. This year, you're a Gemini. So yeah, your birthday's coming up. You like pushing 48 this year, my nigga. I don't know how niggas
It's
be.
too big.
Yeah, I don't know how niggas be still. I don't know, like
But
worrying and
wait, he
catering
said
to other
something
niggas.
about Kendrick.
Yeah, and he keeps saying, "Oh, he's the best at everything. He's the go to this. He's the go to that. He's the best at everything. He's the go to that." Bruh, if you really feel like that, let's just put this shit to the side. I'm not running with that. I told you I like Kanye. He's not the GOAT. He doesn't have the best rap catalog. He doesn't. He's not the
At all.
best music maker. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
not even the best
He's
lyricist.
he's dope. He's definitely not the best lyricist. He had a hell of a run, and he definitely, I would say, sparked a wave in hip hop and uplifted a bar. I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? He was an innovator, but I'm not gonna say you're the GOAT. You're the best that ever did
And
anything.
you're a
But if
better producer than you were anything else, honestly.
yes, I'll
If
give
you
him that.
really want to talk
He's a
about
hell of a producer. He was one of the dope.
it.
Hell of a producer.
All right,
Um,
so
but yeah, like at the end of the day, I just feel like, man, like regardless whatever he got going on, man, it's just like if he ain't really talking about nothing in his interviews, what are you gonna talk about in your music?
right.
That's all I'm really saying. Like, you know, that's what made Kanye dope. Before Kanye used to have something to talk about, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
it was some woke shit. Like this
yeah,
shit is
thank
now all
you.
conspiracy, and
Yes,
now
thank
you
you.
talking weird and you talking
Thank
down
you.
about everybody. Like that's why I said
Yo,
he's not gone insane, but his there's definitely been a switch in his brain that we can all
yeah,
clearly see has been turned on that we didn't know
the
before.
way
Like
he looks at
where that came
things
from?
are totally different from how he used to. Like you said, when he was younger, he was very woke. He would definitely talk about issues that affected black people. He definitely was like, you know what I mean, kind of an
Yeah.
advocate in a sense in his
He was
first.
the partial woke rapper when he first
Yeah,
came out
like
type
you
shit.
know
Like
they
he
used to
could ride with them niggas.
they used to even say like at first like, oh, he's like a backpack rapper, you know, putting him
Yeah.
with like Common and Most Def and
Yeah.
Talib Kweli and them type of rappers, which I like
And he was
backpack rappers.
collabing with,
I like, yeah,
and
he
that was the
was.
Kanye I liked,
But
honestly.
but I like backpack rappers because they're woke.
Yeah.
They talk about something. You know what I mean? If Nas wasn't you know, a all lanes nigga like he would, they would call him a backpack rapper because he's smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Nas is diverse, so he you can't just put him in the backpack lane because he does gangster music. He does music for the fucking
He's more
yeah.
marketable,
He
I
does
feel like.
music for the club. He does music for girls. Like right, he does it all. But basically, he has the criteria of it. Is what I'm saying. And Kanye was the same way. It's just like somewhere, like you said, down the line. I don't know if Hollywood did it to him, the Kardashians, whatever. The niggas started
That was that
changing.
electroshock therapy
Yeah,
that they
you know
gave
what I'm
his
saying. And and
and that
and
clone. The clone is malfunctioning.
And
Get
then
another
you
one in
you
here.
hear the chick, you know, that he so called married so quickly they broke up again. I just feel like, bruh, you be doing shit, rushing shit for the wrong reasons, and then it backfire. I said that when he first got married to the bitch. Like, he ain't known that long. The fuck you married for already? Like, you're wilding, bruh. I wasn't
That
mad
was
if you
some
said you
handling
was dating her.
situation.
Yeah, I'm not mad if you was like, I'm dating her, I'm going with her, whatever. But marriage, come on, son. Like, you ain't even been away from Kim that long, bro, to be marrying somebody else, my nigga.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck this whole Kanye reference to Frank Ocean was, that he killed his career. I don't know, one, how you feel like you could kill anybody's career. You killed your own fucking career, number one. But
Right,
the
right.
reference that he made, I didn't get it. So I was just like, this is another one of his weird ass tangents. He just talking. Nobody know what the fuck he
Yeah,
talking
just saying
about type
something
shit.
to throw people into a spin. Like, word? How'd he do that?
Cause
Like, oh yeah,
who the fuck?
when I dropped, what did he say? He dropped something. And he's like, that ended Frank Ocean's career, dude. I'm like,
Right.
no, Frank Ocean's career was never ended, and I feel like Frank Ocean fell back like on his own. Like it
On
wasn't,
purpose.
yeah, it wasn't forced. I feel like he doesn't care for the industry and the way it moves. He dropped his few projects that he wanted to, and I'm not saying he couldn't make more. He probably could have, but he probably was like, I'm good. You know, some people do that. Look, 103,000. No, I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
you could be the best or one of the best of your class, like Andre 3000 was. Why the fuck would this nigga just stop rapping? He's so dope. He's so ahead of everybody. Right. Same thing with Frank Ocean. He was so dope musically. Like as a singer, he was ahead of mad niggas. You know what I'm saying? So why would he just
Hmm.
stop, bro? You know what I mean? It's a reason. You know what I mean? It's like Mace. Mace was on top of the game and he stopped. Like, I'm good.
He chose
Wait,
to. Yeah.
wait. You the number one rapper. What you mean? Yeah, I'm good. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? You saw some shit that said, fuck this, I'm good. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. So I don't know, yo. But yeah, that's what it is with Ye. I just think something switched on him. He's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm tired of talking about the antics. And if he don't give me good music, I don't really care, man. And I didn't one last thing before we wrap this shit up. I didn't like how he was hating on Virgil, bro. Like this nigga, you championed your whole fucking career. Then when he dies, you're the most sympathetic and that was my brother. Then oh, Virgil stole my dream, and how would you feel if a person stole your dream? Check this out. This is why I be tired of him talking his delusional shit. If you so much the goat, my nigga, why does everything bother you? If
Right.
I'm the goat, ain't nothing you peons doing
You
bother
could
me. You
take
niggas,
from me.
yeah, you niggas is insects. The
What's
fuck
meant
I'm
for
wearing.
you is meant for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Can't no man touch that shit or break that shit, whatever.
No,
But
the truth of that is, yo, him and Virgil both was into fashion, no doubt. Yes, of course. Virgil got there before Kanye because Virgil was more consistent. Meaning, Kanye, even though he's a fashion designer, he's a rapper first. He's a producer first. So he has other obligations before fashion, is what I'm saying. Virgil is just a fashion designer. He doesn't have to do all of that shit. So his focus is just clothes, while yours is this, that, and the third. Right. So of course he would get to it fast because he devotes his whole 24/7 into that, and you don't. It doesn't mean you're not good at it. You don't have the time to go hard at that shit like he does. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So he got in first. He got in with the off white and all of that. Now, Ye salty talking about, oh, that was my shit. He stole it. How would you feel if the check this out, the wording, the culture that I created, he created.
hmm
He created the culture, Michaela? I'm sorry, I'm confused. I thought the culture was here way before he popped up. Like, I'm
Facts.
sorry, fam. You mean the culture that you joined into, motherfucker? You ain't fucking build shit. Like
You
he the
ain't
oldest.
recreate shit.
Like he the
Ain't
oldest
nothing new under
entertainer.
the sun.
Yeah, you the oldest entertainer. You the oldest rapper. That would go to somebody way before you. Like, yeah, he says the culture. Then the culture that I created turned around and gave me shit about speaking up about that. Basically, gave him shit about speaking up about Virgil stole his idea and his clothing deal and all that shit. So if that's the case, Kanye, then why the fuck are you fake? Because you didn't say none of this when he died. Oh, Virgil, that was my brother, and woo 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 woo. But now all of a sudden, oh nah, how would y'all feel if your
Because it's
brother?
controversial to talk about a dead man,
Yeah,
and the dead man unfortunately cannot
speak
speak
to
back
argue it,
or
to argue
yeah.
it. Yeah,
So I don't never respect nobody that say anything after
about
somebody
people that's
dies.
gone.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm with you
Like
on that.
that whole Michael Jackson returning to Neverland or whatever that shit came out after he died. All
Yeah,
the extra allegations and phone calls and the parents are involved and all this other shit. This man is not here to defend himself. We're not even gonna discuss this conversation. Like
yeah, and
you
I'm
can't.
with you on that because there's it's one sided,
That's
and
not fair.
we're not doing one sidedness. Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? Or my own friends that knew how bad it hurt me because I was trying to check me for speaking up. I hate when niggas try to tell me what to say. This nigga yeah is burnt the fuck out, bro.
We've been knew you. You don't like for niggas to
Right.
tell you what to
No, he
say.
don't like no
As
type of
soon
form.
as as soon as you said that George Bush doesn't like black people,
Nah, he don't like
everybody looked
he don't like no type of form of control at all. He just want to be able to do whatever he
authority.
want when he
Yeah.
want. Yeah, you know
Throwing
what I
running
mean.
around throwing a tantrum, a
And
fucking grown
then
ass 3-year-old.
Right, and that's the problem, yo. You're 40 fucking 8 and you look like a child, bro. That's why I can't respect. I don't care how rich this nigga is. I don't care about none of that, bro. You're a
How much
goofball.
influence you had?
Yeah,
That's
you're a goofball. You're
you
doing
don't
all
have
the
that
wrong shit
anymore.
with your power and your influence. And then he bashing Cole, like on top of that, like, oh, Cole music really just sucks. Like, I'm
So once you lose your virginity, you don't
you
listen
don't
to
listen
J.
to
Cole
Cole.
no more.
I
I
said,
was
yeah, that's crazy. I said, yeah,
ignorant
that's
as fuck, yo.
yeah, I
He is
said that's
ignorant as fuck.
crazy. Yo. He's super ignorant. This nigga talking about, oh, yeah, basically, if you get pussy, you ain't listen to J. Cole. He don't make no music about getting ass. So only niggas who ain't fucking listen to J. Cole. That's
And
basically
sadly,
that's
like
basically what
you
he's saying.
said, you're 48 years old, and the fact that you still talking about getting pussy like it's something new says a lot about you, you fucking cornball. We obviously
Yeah.
know back in the
And
day
you
you
just
wasn't getting it like that.
and yeah, I'm about to say that means when you were a young nigga, you wasn't fucking like that. You started getting all this pussy when you became famous, which is crazy. That means I say this all the
And this
time though. That niggas be ducks and goofballs before they get on. I swear.
once he get on and leave your ass for a white girl, this nigga ain't stopped fucking with white girls since
Nope. Maybe
Amber
that's your
opened the
down.
door.
Maybe that's your downfall, bruh. You always trying to deal with white hoes. Why don't you try black for once? Why don't you try Spanish? Do something
You know
different.
what? Because somebody
Get
black
you an
gonna tell on
Indian,
you
my nigga.
themselves.
What'd you say?
Some A black woman is not gonna sit there and listen to a Kanye rant, but these white girls will.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
he's just going through a lot right now.
yeah, yeah. They're
Start
very
making
sim,
excuses for a
very
black
sim.
woman. Like, yo, shut your crying bitch ass up. He
Yeah,
can't handle that.
nah.
He can't
It
handle that. You
shatter
don't
his
want
little
that.
fragile, shadow his little fragile ego. But that's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. You can't be the cockiest nigga in the world and have the fragilest ego. It doesn't make sense, my nigga. Like you feel me?
He's
I'm
a
cocky.
Gemini. He got both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah, I don't. Well,
Sensitive asshole.
sucks to be a Gemini then, cause nigga, if I'm cocky, nigga, you can't break me with your little bullshit, cause I really feel like this. This is not an act. You feel me? Just like if I'm really fragile, I can't act cocky, cause I know, nigga, that's not what it is, nigga. My shit is fragile. You could throw a stone in to crack my shit. You feel me? Like,
Wow.
it's fake.
You're fragile. Your shit fragile. You can throw a stone, it'll crack, huh?
Not me. I'm just saying this.
Sound a little crazy. What's good, y'all?
Good
You
morning,
mad
sir.
late. Good morning.
I forgot Kevin wasn't gonna be here today, so I was definitely essential today, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Uh,
Not
I don't know
really.
about
Y'all had it.
essential.
Y'all both had it.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't need me, right?
Yeah, we was
Yeah.
good actually. You
He
can
said
actually
that
hang
part.
Yeah,
up.
I killed the whole vibe as soon as I came in, huh?
I
Yeah,
said I could.
yeah.
Michaela hate me, you know.
She
She
said
Was
she
you
don't
can
fuck
was
with
hang
on
me.
a
up.
roll.
She's stupid.
Yeah, you want me to hang up, Michaela? You want me to
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
quietly?
Yep.
Michaela, just say you hate me right now. Just say it once and for all.
Just leave quiet.
Just let's just settle this right now here.
Yes.
I hate I hate you. I do.
Y'all love me.
It's all good.
Good morning,
I
y'all.
It's
I'm
hate
all
you.
sorry.
good.
What's
Well,
up?
you ain't too late, so if you'd have came too late, I'd have been mad. Like,
What
nigga,
y'all
we ain't
was
running
talking
all,
about? You
we
said
Well,
ain't
some
I
running all
mean,
wild
this
shit
shit
just
back.
now,
we was
though.
on the first
We was
subject.
on the first joint. We was talking
Uh,
about Yay, man, and
did you
I'm
look at
kind of
any of
done
the
with Yay.
notes since you
But
essential, sir?
if you want to, speak your opinion on that, you can say what you want to say. I'm just tired of
Did
talking
you
about
even
Yay.
look at it?
Uh,
Yay's antics.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on, hold
I'm looking at it right now.
on.
Fucking cognac on
Chill,
me. I'm
yo. Not
tired
too
of
much on me, yo.
you.
I'm still lit. I got too
Nigga
lit.
still hung over. I told you. I said this nigga
Yes.
sleep.
You know what's my problem is that I be fasting and then I drink. I fuck up.
That's stupid as fuck.
I don't know how
Killing
the hell
your
you do that, sir.
organs.
Right.
All of your
Man.
organs.
Word.
Chill, not too much. I already told you. Yay,
What you
be
want to do?
wildin'.
Throw
That nigga
up?
was saying mad shit.
Yeah.
He said J. Cole is for
Virgins.
People who
nobody
don't
that
haven't lost their
For
nobody that
virginity.
hasn't
virgins.
lost their virginity. Yeah.
Basically, if you get pussy, you don't listen to J. Cole. He basically saying
I,
J. Cole make
that's
music for niggas that
and
don't fuck.
this is the only thing I'm gonna cover about everything that Ye said.
All right.
And
We can move
that
on.
statement was not true.
Right.
Right.
Based off my own experience, I still listen to J. Cole, bro. Come
Oh,
on.
you lost your virginity?
You
Finally?
see why you gotta highlight what I was trying to minimize? Like why you do
Nah,
that?
but look, yo, you
Come on, little
stupid.
brother. You came
But
here talking about I still listen to it.
she
Y'all be
said some
Dropping
real
acting.
hints and shit.
she said some real shit though. She said the fact that Ye is like 48 still
Uh,
talking about like
it's downstairs.
pussy, like you gotta just talk about pussy in your music is
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, all right.
Mhm.
That
I'm
shit is
sorry.
weird.
Yeah, talk your shit. Hold on. I'll be. Give me a second.
Not this nigga coming in late and then putting us on pause. Anyway, fuck Kanye. He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Right.
We are J. Cole fans over here, and
We
all of us
are.
have lost our virginity. So
Right.
don't know what the man's talking about.
So that's
And I
that's a
don't want to hear about your wife's titties and little tiny ass crack. I don't. I really
right.
don't.
Right.
That's what you like. That's what you enjoy. That's great. Enjoy that quietly, privately.
Right. Why do we have to know? Right. That's all. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I mean, and moving along. God damn it. Fuck all that shit. Um,
Yeah.
let's get into this Marvin Sapp guy. Hmm.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
So first of all, before anybody says anything, if you're
Hmm.
not really a church grower, if you didn't goer, sorry, I said grower. Uh
I am a
if
grower,
you're
but I
not
don't know about a
somebody
goer.
who shut
But
the fuck up. I don't want to know that. Anyway, if you're not a church goer, then you would not understand. I didn't think anything bad, but I knew people was going to talk about it. And then to further go into it, how he said it was brought out of context. I am very literal with words. When you say certain words, I pay attention to how you say those words. So when he
okay,
said the
we know.
close the door,
Mhm.
I understand how people would take that to another space.
It
But
sounded a
like he
little
said, if
weird.
he said lock the
Lock the
doors,
doors is
y'all
definitely
not
more.
leaving until we
Yeah,
reach this goal. It was no talk like that. And I've
yeah.
been to churches where niggas have actually done that. Like maybe not lock the doors, but on some like nobody's leaving. Ushers stand at the door until we reach this goal for tithe. Nobody's leaving. I've been to churches like that, to be honest. So
And
this
that's
was not
bold. You're
really
not gonna
that
sit here and
much
tell a
out of the
usher.
ordinary.
That's bold too. Like to tell an usher to
It
like lock
is.
the door. I'll knock your usher the fuck out of here, bro. The fuck are
I'm
you talking
crying.
about?
I've seen it happen, is what I'm saying. So it's not
Yeah.
unorthodox for pastors to ask for a certain amount. Um, I mean, again, if you're a church goer, most churches are trying to build a church. It's always the building fund on top of tithing, on top of sister so and so got a car repossessed, and we're going to make a donation to her. Everybody give something. I've seen where they ask for specific amounts or specific things to be given.
Mm-hmm.
um so that's not too far fetched. What I will say, in this culture of the internet, where people can take snippets and throw it out there, and people have an opinion without even doing their research, without even finding out what the whole story was, automatically just like, oh, Marvin Sapp ain't shit, and he's supposed to be a gospel singer. Look at him, demanding money from the congregation. To be honest, what he was asking for, if there's 4,000 people in attendance, 1,000 people giving $20 really ain't. That's the math. That's mathematical. Like that's not wrong to ask for that. I
I
just think
mean,
that a lot of it was taken out of context, to be honest, and it just proves that how ignorant people are and so quick to jump on the negative part about it without doing any research. It's a mindless community that we live in, and it's really sad.
well,
That's my
I,
opinion on that.
I
But
agree with the whole, people don't check things, but it goes to what we were saying when we was looking at that thing about 5 ways to take over the world. You got people that aren't leaders anymore. All these people are followers. This is why, no
yep,
disrespect to y'all people that
sheep.
live on the internet, but this is why I don't live on the internet, bro. I'm not easily influenced. You feel me? And I feel like people that
Yeah,
live on the internet are very easily influenced. It's easy to follow the next person. And motherfuckers is infatuated
It's
by
like
other
the
people's
it's
lives.
like the
You
it's
know what I'm
like the
saying? I'm
it's
not
like the
infatuated
biggest
by other people's
it's
lives. I
like the
don't give a
yeah,
fuck,
it's
bro.
like the
I have a
biggest
life.
red flag, bro. Like that
yeah.
that 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 idolizing of celebrities. That's you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You
Or
don't
And
even
even
have
just
just
that
regular
just
status.
other
influencers.
people, people be
Yeah.
infatuated with other people's lives, and it's like, my nigga, you don't have a fucking life. Maybe it's because I jumped
Mhm.
off the porch early. I had a fucking movie life since I was 14 years old,
Nah, I
bro.
felt
Like, you
that.
know what I'm saying? Ups and downs at the end of the day. So it's like, for me, my nigga, my life is exciting. I've been through a lot of shit. I've had ups, I've had downs. What the I don't care what the fuck the people
You
in the
don't
world
care
do. I
about
don't.
pleasing
It doesn't affect
nobody.
me. It
Yeah.
doesn't affect me,
You know,
Not
be
bro.
that
your
much,
authentic
nah.
self. You
Yeah,
take
it
That's
me
like
for
doesn't
what
people
affect
you
me.
who
are. You fuck with me. You don't. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
that's
it's
it,
like people
bruh.
who are mad that people don't like them at work. I really don't get that shit. I remember one time we had like a meeting about
Right.
something, and somebody was talking about how they felt uncomfortable, that somebody, was making the work environment uncomfortable. And I said to them, I said respectfully, and I'm gonna cuss when I say this. I said, I don't think about none of y'all motherfuckers when I leave this building. When I leave my job, fuck all of y'all. I go
Well,
home, I
Right.
deal with my
it's
family, I do what I gotta
it's
do, and
two
then I
types
clock
of
in
workers.
tomorrow. And now we gotta deal with each other. And I'm gonna be
Right.
cordial. I'm gonna try to make this shit fun so we can get through the fucking day. But to be honest, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all and what y'all do when you leave this
But
fucking building. Why does
that's
it
the
concern you?
that's the problem. You have two types of workers. You have the workers that come to work just to get their check and just work like me, and then you got
Like me
motherfuckers
too.
that fall in love with their job. You feel me? Like your job is your life. You take it home
It'd
with
be
you like
like
your homework.
more
No,
emotionally invested in the
right?
shit.
Yeah, like yo. All right, let me give an example.
Kissing ass and shit like
You
that.
ever just? Well, I'll give an example at like a fast food shit. You ever go to a fast food joint? You be like, yo, let me get some ketchup or some barbecue sauce. And they be like, yo, that's a quarter. Bitch, is it coming out your check? Give me the fucking barbecue sauce
Yeah,
and shut the fuck
yeah.
up and bring my order, my nigga. Like shit like that, my nigga. It doesn't come out of my check, so why would I give a fuck about how many barbecue? I'll give you all these shits, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Because the
How many
boss,
you want?
yeah, like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to get my check, my nigga. Like, I'm not about to sit here and penny pinch with you over some shit that I don't own. And you get people that do that. You get niggas that snitch on each other at work. Why are you telling on somebody else, you bitch ass nigga? Is the jo-
I saw smoking
is
weed in
the
the parking lot.
yeah,
Shut
is
the
the
fuck
boss
up.
timeout? And all these snitch ass niggas that do this shit, do you get a raise? Do
The
you get
smoking weed in
promoted?
the
Yeah.
parking lot though.
Yeah, but after he tells, you know what they do? They pat that nigga on the head like a doggy. Good boy. You ain't getting no raise. You ain't getting no promotion. You ain't getting shit. You sucking dick for nothing for free. The fuck is you
I'm
doing?
crying, not
You know what I'm
sucking
saying?
dick
You
for
sucking
nothing.
dick for free. You sucking dick for free, sir. And the shit is bad.
Listen, hold on, hold
You
on.
fucking free
I have,
dick sucker.
hold on. I was gonna say public service announcement. Please don't be out here sucking dick for free. Please get something out of the deal. I don't care what it
Right.
is. This is
Unless
transactional.
it's me, baby.
Please
He said, unless
Unless
it's
it's
don't
me,
be
baby.
out here sucking dick for free. That's
Unless
crazy.
it's me, baby.
that's what that's what
Nah, nah.
that's what they
That
out here
That's a
doing.
fact
that
though.
especially that nigga. Especially
Don't
that
do that.
nigga.
Don't do
Especially
that.
especially that
Girl,
nigga. Yeah, you
don't
fucked
do
up.
that.
You
That's
penny
fucked.
pinching
You know better to say
motherfucker.
some shit like that.
No, that's
Listen,
hmm?
take it from him. I don't care. It's transactional. Don't be out here sucking dick for free. That
Nah,
was a
that's a
public
fact.
service announcement. All right.
Hmm.
On to this Drake trolling Kendrick video. I haven't even watched the whole video again. I did watch the snippets. It's very funny to me. Like,
I saw the snippets. Yeah, they put a lot of the shit that they said he, did of Kendrick's, which I could see it. I don't know how intentional it was, but I could see what they point at. I
I was gonna
guess.
say, if he's awesome now, I'm gonna be conscious about. I mean, Drake has always been a fucking hidden message, face ass nigga, pussy ass. I
Ah,
don't know. I
damn.
don't like it.
You
I
lucky
just
the
don't
OB
like
Ho
it.
ain't here.
I know this is why I'm saying it because he made us talk
Ah,
about it. I said this
ah.
before. He might cut that part off. I'm gonna tell you, OZ, because I don't want this nigga saying that I don't stand on what the fuck I say. I said fuck Kev because he's making us talk about everything that he don't never want to talk about. We talk about
Ah,
Kanye, we talk about Drake, we talk about Kendrick in this fucking episode. So
the,
fuck
the
him.
niggas he don't want to talk about, so we got to talk about.
I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say because you're making me talk about some shit that you know I don't want to fucking talk about. So, as I was saying, Drake is a pussy. He's hurt. The fact that you're out here trying to put subliminal messages in your new videos, like, just let it die, bro. Like, take your embarrassment.
Y'all didn't.
Pat your
Y'all
asshole.
didn't.
I don't know.
Y'all
Like,
didn't see this with Pusha though. He did the same exact shit, throwing all these little darts after he lost. He's not. He's a sore loser, and this is the part. There's two things with Drake for me. It's nothing to take. It has nothing to do with his talent or anything like that, but just as a person. And this is why I feel like just a lot of people don't fuck with him as a person or take him serious. Um, he seems very out of touch with the culture. For him to be such a icon in his culture, you seem lost all the time, every time. You know what I'm saying? You need someone to give you a crutch. You know what I'm saying? If you
I was gonna
truly
say, he's been directed this whole
you a
career.
true black nigga, my nigga. Don't nobody gotta guide you, my nigga. You ain't nobody gotta crutch you, bro. You know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you gotta lean on something just says a lot. Two, yes, you're very emotional and you move like a girl.
Scorpio.
Yeah, you move like a girl when you're hurt, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? No, that doesn't have anything to do with like, oh, Well, Drake never tried to act like a gangster. No, no, he never did, and that's a fact. But at the end of the day, you're still a man, my nigga. Fuck a gangster.
Nah.
Something I
What you
always
mean?
say.
Drake never tried to act like a gangster. Every time he on the track with motherfucking 21 Savage, he talking about shooting
Ah,
niggas and shit. You
you're
probably ain't never
dumb.
even fucking went to the gun range, you pussy
You
ass
dumb.
fucking
You dumb.
Canadian. Get the fuck out of here, yo.
but
Damn,
but
you
the fact,
wildin' today,
yo, she's snapping
I'm
on that
mad.
nigga.
I'm
She's
super
snapping on that
aggravated
nigga.
today.
nigga. but yeah, I feel like you a man first before a gangster, a thug, anything, bro. And you ain't even acting like a man with a lot of shit you be doing. You be acting like a girl. It just shows. And I don't know, bro. He's soft. We know that, and it shows, bro. Like, it's, the shit he does, how he moves, him
They not like
suing,
us.
him suing, and all of that extra shit. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of extra shit, bro. Like, I'm not suing because a nigga dissed me, my nigga. The fuck up? What the fuck?
Make him stop playing the song, guys. Just make him
Nah,
turn it off.
if it's
That's
that
what
deep,
the fucking lawsuit is about.
yeah, yeah. Stop
You're
spinning
throwing a
that.
tantrum. I
Yeah.
don't want you to keep fucking
Hey,
playing the song.
did
It's
did
embarrassing.
did Meek do that when you did that to him? Did he call the radio and say, "Hey, please stop playing back to back. He's killing me"? No, he dealt with it like a fucking man. He took the L. That's what you got to do. Take the
Make
fucking
sure
L,
you
bro.
hit him with the prenup.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
no,
tell that man to ease up.
yeah. It was all good then. Nah, it was all good then, right? It was good then. But when Adonis came out and when motherfucking Not Like Us came out, that's a problem. Nah, we can't do that though. Nah, man.
Yo,
You took
I would have told them to stop playing the one where he was talking to the family. He wrote a letter to everybody in the family.
you dumb. Mm,
My mother, my father, my son. Like, come
yeah.
on, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Shut
Nah,
up
bro.
already.
But at the end of the day, bro, suing is not the man way to go about it, man. If that's the case, then call that
It's
nigga out
really
for the
not.
fade. Call that nigga out for the fade, man. I need this fight, bro. Fuck all this. I need this fade.
Facts.
That's
We
it.
can
And
meet
we gonna
in a
get
neutral location.
yeah, the neutral location. Both our people's there.
What they
Nobody
said
gonna
on Kill Bill, meet me at the Diamond Field in all black.
you dumb word. And we'll bring our peoples. Ain't nobody gonna get involved. We just gonna
Yo,
shoot this fade,
facts.
and we'll let it go. After that, we ain't got to be friends, but we won't talk about each other no more. I won't say your name. You won't say mine. That's it. Go about it like a man,
I
bro.
felt disrespected.
I'ma
Say it.
sue.
Just
So
say
I'ma
it out
sue you.
loud.
So I'ma sue
I'm
you.
gonna say it out loud.
I'ma sue you.
What you got to say, OZ? Not a goddamn thing. It's oblivious.
Next topic.
Mm-hmm.
As we move
On to the
along,
next. I'm on to the
did
next.
anybody hear
There's a million way to get it.
Tory
Choose
Lane's
one. Oh, sorry.
Mockingbird freestyle? He flipped Eminem's Mockingbird,
It was
which
low key.
I was
This is what
just
he known
talking.
for.
I was just
what'd you
talking to
what'd
Kev
you
about
say?
that last
Yeah.
night. I was talking about Kev about that last night. He said that he thought that he was gonna butcher it in a bad way, and I was like, you know what? I respectfully haven't heard it just yet because I feel like he's actually gonna go crazy on there because he's not just no
Um,
Not
regular
you
rapper.
haven't heard it yet.
Nah, I've heard it
Bullshit.
yet, but I know he snapped. I
I'm
know
gonna
because
say
that
my
What I
opinion.
will say.
that's
I'm
a
gonna say
that's a
my
Go ahead.
heartfelt song, and
nah. It
especially
is.
so especially if it's Tory Lane saying he's going. That's why I was telling him like, yo, I can't see how you saw that perspective. I saw the complete opposite of that. Like I told you, I ain't even hear it yet. I'm giving it a respectable, nice time moment to actually listen to it.
Well,
Oh,
here's
I'm
my
done.
opinion. I
After the
feel like
pot.
this. I feel
Great.
like you're accurate with the song he took is a real. That's one of my favorite Eminem songs, and maybe it's because I got kids. Like I
right,
relate
right.
to it like a motherfucker. You
And
feel
you
me?
saw the music video.
And his song Haley song
That
like
was my favorite
about
version of
his daughter.
Marshall.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? The father, right? You know what I'm saying? The Eminem, the father. But he got like three songs about his kids that I fuck with heavy. It's like when they're all three of them are favorites of mine from Eminem's catalog. So when I saw it, I'm like, all right, that's a dope track. Like I feel like this. He's not as nice as him, so I'm not expecting him to do it just like him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
he's
I feel like
lyrically there
Tory,
though.
but I feel like Tory's dope and he's talented enough to like do it and it still works. So
Right.
my opinion was it was good. He was talking. It was what it was supposed to be. It was about his kids. I don't think it's as dope as the first one because I mean the first one is the first one. It's hard to beat the first anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was dope. You know what I'm saying?
So it was good. You
I
fuck with it.
honestly,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good. It was, he was just
You
basically
just-
saying how he missed his son. It's kind of like that because he's been away from his child. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's more like that, like saying how I don't want you judging
What you
me
about to
for
say, Michaela? I'm
for
sorry.
what's going on.
no,
Go
I
ahead,
was gonna
McKay.
say I fuck with it. I feel like Tory is known for this. He takes somebody else's beat and then do his own song to it and
Yeah.
put his own little rendition on it. So, I ain't gonna lie. Like one of my favorite do overs was Controller. Drake's
mm,
Controller. Tory Lanez
mm-hmm,
version of that shit is
mm-hmm.
fire, yo. I'm
Ain't
mad
no
as fuck
that
that
way
I
you can
can't download that
satisfy
shit.
me. Yo, I made a reel to that. Like when I was in boot camp, yo, coming out of boot camp, I was in military school. I made a reel and I had that song in the background. That shit went viral, yo. I swear to God, she got hella
I fucks with
views.
his version, but
Well, no, he's
Shit.
good at
I
flip.
think
One
He's
this.
good at
time with a
flipping shit.
rude boy, yeah, you know. I feel looking for you, baby.
I'm
He's good at
tired.
flip. He's good at flipping shit though. He is.
So yeah, I wasn't surprised. It definitely, even the vibe of the song, if I never heard anybody rap to it, it sounds like one of them storytelling, letter writing type of vibe.
Right. Right.
So I don't think that it was too hard of a reach for him to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tory
No.
can switch up his shit. He can go from battle mode to, love mode. So this was a cute little window into his life because I don't feel like he really talks about real life in his
No.
songs. He's always talking about fucking and getting money and
Yeah. Yeah.
living life type shit. So
Yeah.
this was a
Balling.
more personal note of his, but I fuck with it. I thought it was dope. I haven't listened to the whole song, but I did listen to the snippets that was put in the notes. I'll
Damn.
eventually listen to the whole song,
I'll
but
listen
also
to
it
it.
resonates with me too because my oldest son is Makai. We call him Kai, so I thought that was cute. That his son's name is Kai.
Right. No, it was good. Like I said, the original is one of my favorite songs. Like, as a father, like you gonna resonate with it regardless, just because it
I
it it
fucks
hit,
with him.
it touches home. Yeah, I was just going through his catalog the other day
It's
too.
not too many Eminem albums, and I can't even just say songs. Like he came out in the era where niggas actually listen to the whole album because you're a fan of said person. So
Right.
I,
Right.
I remember going to get Marshall Mathers out the CD store type shit. Like I
Yeah.
fuck with him. I
Nah,
do
but
fuck with him.
you're right. That's when albums were good. Like I debate that with younger niggas now. Like, oh, you listen to the whole album? Yeah, bitch. The fuck, it ain't my fault. Your artist is trash and they make 5 good songs on the album, nigga. I'm from an era where albums
And
were
then
dope.
usually like the first couple ones. Like after the
Yeah,
third or fourth
you
song,
feel
what's the
me?
point of listening to the
I'm
rest of this
from an
shit?
era where albums were dope. They had skits on them. It was funny. It was like a
There was
movie, my nigga.
bonus
Yeah,
songs and
it
shit
was
that
like
you
a
got.
movie.
Like,
Now this shit is watered down. Y'all niggas don't do
remember
no
pulling out
skits.
the
Y'all don't do
album
shit.
cover and it ends up being like a poster and shit like that? Like,
Right.
yo, it was so much shit
I mean,
that
that
y'all
was
niggas
dope
don't
too.
have no idea.
The cover art, yeah. Like you can never get that back. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know like DSPs is easy because everything's in your phone, so you don't got to carry a bunch of CDs and tapes. I get that. That's dope. But you definitely miss with the tape and CD era. They had the cover art. You
Hmm.
could see who produced everything, who writ
Yeah,
whatever. Like you could see
lyrics.
all of that in there, right? Like now you could
DMX used
do
to
it
have
in
his prayers
Spotify,
in
Apple
there.
Music, but you gotta like info it, like yo, who produced
Yeah,
it and all that. Like
gotta go
versus you
look
could,
for it.
yeah, you could just look and see, like you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you'll never get that back, and that's why I feel like if you do have any old tapes or CDs, you should value it, keep it, don't throw it away. You know what I'm saying? This shit's probably worth
Yeah.
something.
I let my
Right?
tape rock till my tape
Conveniency
pop.
replaced authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah, conveniency
say that,
replaced
LZ.
authenticity for sure.
Yeah, just what you said.
Yeah,
Conveniency replaced authenticity. That's exactly what the fuck happened, bro. That's
but I
exactly
do
what the
like the
fuck happened.
fact that I don't have to tote around that big ass CD
No, for
case no
sure.
more.
That's look. Hey,
That's a
Michaela.
fact
We
though.
we
My
we
dad
from
used to
that
have a
era,
lot of
so we
CDs
know, right?
with the
But
obachatas and shit, the
Nigga,
soulful
yo,
music.
bruh,
driving through the streets,
bro,
trying to fucking skim
find
skim through your catalog.
find your CDs. Nah, listen. At that time, I always had a nigga in the whip with me, so he was my shuffler. I had like
I'm
five
screaming.
books,
This
five
nigga, you
books.
hear this
Yo,
nigga?
I had 5 books of
Not
CDs,
he
yo.
had a personal
A
DJ in
personally,
his car.
Yo, on everything I love, yo, I had 5 books of CDs. Do you think I'm about to thumb through 5 books of CDs looking for stuff? I'm like, hey, yo, find that Max B. Yo, go through that one. It's in there, yo. Hey, yo, nah,
I'm
I need that
crying.
Crew Desert Storm, yo. It's in the bottom one. Get that
yo,
shit.
my dad had hella binders, but he
It's
had
in the
like a
blue one. Nah,
personal
nah,
one.
the blue one.
Right.
My
And
The
when I
blue
was
dad
one
had
is
young,
R
hella
and B,
binders,
nigga.
but he also had like a
the
personal
blue
one
one
that
is
he would
R&B.
carry around.
Yeah,
The red one is rap, nigga, for
yeah.
murder.
For murder, murder rap. Yo,
Black
you
is
dumb.
alternative. That's a little
Yo,
country
I
in there,
can't. And
little
then before
gospel.
that, nigga with the head with the tape era, I used to carry a book bag full of tapes to school with my Walkman, bro. Like I gotta dig
Oh,
through the tapes,
Yeah.
get my
that's
Wu Tang
crazy.
tape out, get my Nas tape out. Like what the fuck? Then you gotta
Got
rewind,
that big
fast
ass
forward.
CD player with you with the headphones and shit.
Yo, times have changed, bro. Like you said, the conveniency is dope. I'm not gonna hate on it, but I do miss the
Authenticity was
authenticity.
great.
Yeah, I do miss the authenticity. Yeah, we don't get that no more.
Before we go to the baby, please
Mhm.
just let's just speed past this real quick. The YG thing
The YG thing.
is what
Oh, it wasn't what we thought it was, though, Michaela. It wasn't. I
I
think.
know, but still,
I
Oh,
thought it was
when he
the.
said
this
what he
is
I
said
thought
in
it
funny.
was
that
the.
music, huh?
I
In
thought it
that
was.
music
He's a
video.
I thought it
clown.
was the other way. I thought it was the other thing though. When I first read it, I was like, "Oh, this nigga. Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this is sad. Second of all, the fact that he put it in a song, I definitely thought you was gonna put it a little bit more subtly. But then we're talking about YG fucking dumbass. So
right.
what? Like,
Yeah,
He
yeah. I
said,
would.
"Yeah, that's
I
when
don't.
I." And I'm
what was
listening
on
to. It,
that
he's like,
man
"That's when I."
mind?
Then
And
he's
the
I
like,
don't think
producers let
I'd
that ride.
care.
he's
I don't
like,
think
"Bye,
I'd care to throw
bitch."
that in a
Stop
song. I
saying
ain't gonna
that
hold
word.
you.
We can't say that. You gotta say R worded.
Oh, pardon me. He said, "I got R'd," and then he said, "Bye, bitch." I said,
Yeah,
"What?"
I don't even like that
He's
word.
like, "Yeah, she was older than
Twice
me.
his age.
Yeah,
I
she was twice my age."
okay.
She was, I'm
No, but
like,
I
"Huh?"
feel him though. I feel him. Like,
Can we
but
talk
it's
about
like, why?
this?
Why?
We do have to talk about that because I have sons and I have something to say about that. So I've met a lot of men that have told me in intimate moments that their first encounter with a woman was an elder woman to them,
Mm,
My
and that
first
they were
encounter was older, but
introduced
not like that.
as a it was introduced at a really early age. Like men have told me they've had sex by fifth grade, and I'm like,
mm.
what? Like to me,
Yeah,
that's insane because I'll
yeah.
say this: I didn't lose my
I
virginity
was
until
fast,
I was in ninth grade.
but not that
Um,
fast, right?
and I was probably like the last of my friends to have sex, but I was one of the first to get pregnant. And that was always
Mm.
my fear. That was number one. But I think that this is something that is not talked about because most of the time, a man, like, let's say he tells his uncle or his friends, they will congratulate him that he lost his virginity instead of looking at this as if there was a girl that was the same age as him and this happened, it would be a big uproar about it. So
But
But
I
it's
look at
true.
you being all sympathetic and
It is.
empathizing for
It
men.
is.
That's cute.
It
no,
is
But
because
since
true.
when?
it's
Since
true.
since when is this though? And that's new for us. That's like that is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad
I've
you're bringing
met
it
a
to
lot
light,
of
but
people
it's
that
like
said that.
that's the problem nowadays that people just look at it as the way how I just respond is like, okay, you a guy.
Actually, one of my friends yesterday, I was on Facebook randomly. He was doing a live. Mind you, my friend is a homosexual. I thought it was strange when I first met him because he was talking about his kids. He had two kids. This man told me he was married, he grew up in the church, all of that, but eventually decided that he feels like he's homosexual. So now he's full out gay. He has a relationship with a man. He was also almost about to get married. But yesterday he did a live stating that he finally came forward and spoke about him being assaulted by someone at the age of 7. And he said his whole life he's always been confused about whether he likes men or women
But
because of that assault.
yeah, but see, that
An encounter with
assault,
a man or
that
woman.
assault,
It was with a man.
but that
Oh, that's
assault
different. That's
probably
some
pushed
trauma right there.
Yeah,
that assault probably pushed you to the other side. You get what I'm saying?
that's what I'm
If the
saying.
assault, like he might have always been confused, but if he ain't been
Hmm.
assaulted, he might have been able to figure it out. I feel like
Right,
the
right.
Right.
assault pushed you to that direction. Like, oh,
Forced,
this is
yeah,
what
yeah, forced
I'm
to that
supposed. Because
No.
mentality,
it's like
that way
no
of thinking.
disrespect.
Yeah.
It's like even when you talk about R with a woman, yo.
Yeah.
Usually, when a woman gets R'd, it's two things, yo. They either run fully toward it or away from it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either they turn into hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're forced into being a hoe because you liked it.
Don't
Now you
say
jump.
that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about
That's
that. So
I'm
I'm
insensitive.
saying.
not. I
I'm saying.
I
No,
hear
Or
you can
they
you.
say they could turn
I'm not.
they
promiscuous.
can't.
You can't say
I'm
hoes.
letting it rock. I'm not touching
Or
that
just you
subject.
run towards it or you run away from it, like or you shut
I hear
down.
you.
I
I
know
hear you.
girls that have been
That's been his
ard
experience.
and they turned dyke, like they ran away from it, like
I, I
they're
I'm not
afraid of
gonna say
men.
too much on this
You get what I'm
topic. I'm
saying?
not gonna
Like
lie.
they're afraid of men, like so they
But
went that whole
that's not
opposite
where I
way.
was going with it. I want to stay focused on men because
Mm.
again, I feel like as long as it's not of the opposite sex, it's not viewed as art. And I think that that has to be a topic that is talked about because this has happened to a lot of men. And
Oh,
like you
this
said,
thing's right here.
it could
Oh, it's telling me to go over there.
it could turn them into being promiscuous
Gotcha.
with women because they were introduced to it early. So these men
Right.
that are running around having sex with all these women and can't commit and can't figure out why he can't control himself, it might be the result of some trauma that has happened before. But
Mm.
again, nobody's talking
And
about
like
it.
you said, nobody
So
talks
at
about
the
it.
end of the day, I don't want to make fun of what happened to him. I just think that it was weird the way that he introduced it. I don't particularly call myself a fan of his, so I don't even like the way that he raps. But I guess this is his fashion of being open and being therapeutic. So I'm not gonna make fun of him, but I do feel like it's a subject that is not talked
It
about
was
often
too
enough
sent. Yeah.
because men don't feel like they have a safe space. So that's why I said I don't want to make fun of it. But that shit
Well,
is crazy. Like,
yeah. If you say you're
Yeah.
if you say you're ard by a girl by herself, it's kind of frowned upon. Like what? How you get ard by? You know what I'm saying? So it is weird. It's a different standard for
That
men.
is true.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, and Mikkel is right. You do got to kind of talk about the shit because it does happen. But because the way men are groomed or the way society grooms men is like
We're supposed.
you
We're
can't get
meant to be
ard by a
robots.
girl.
We're
You
meant to be
can't get
robots.
yeah, you can't be ard by a girl. That's crazy. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We're meant
And
to be
yeah,
if
robots,
you're a
bro.
lot younger than a woman, you can be coerced into that. Like it's not like it can't happen. No, not shooting this nigga no bail. But I feel like this is a part of why he was fucked up. Is that's what happened to him, R. Kelly. He was molested
yeah,
at a young
by
age
his
by his older
Thank
sister.
you so much,
sister.
sir.
So
Yeah,
do you
Yeah.
know what that
Mhm.
did to that man's brain? And he can't talk about it or nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It fucked him up. And
All
unfortunately,
right. Thank
he
you. Have a good
chose
day.
to deal with it the way he did with dealing with young women, which wasn't the answer. But what I'm saying is maybe if he had an outlet or a way to speak about it, maybe he wouldn't have went down that path. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying? I feel
sure.
like that's what really fucked him up.
I
And the
agree
fact that
on
it's a
that.
sibling, you
Mhm.
It
know.
doesn't excuse it, but
No,
I
no.
agree.
That's why I said I don't. It doesn't justify what he did. He chose the wrong thing to deal with. But I feel like that's what sparked it. That's where it came from. Had that not have happened, he probably wouldn't even had that sickness. You get what I'm saying? Um, and like you said, and it's his sister, so he really feeling like, how can he tell somebody? It's a fucked up
Some
situation, bro.
Antoine Fisher shit.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? And at the same time, his sister was like 10 years older than him, so they're not gonna run off of what he said. They're gonna run off what she said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I wouldn't
So
say it in a rap song. I don't know. I don't really. I don't think I've ever.
yeah,
I don't
Right.
well,
even think I've. If I'm
yeah.
having like a just a
The
normal
way he did
conversation with
that was
somebody,
that
that,
yeah,
but
the way he did that was weird.
I don't
Like we
care
found
for
that
real.
out about R. Kelly through an interview. He didn't sing about it like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
that's why I was saying it was just the fact that how he came out. And again, this is YG we're talking about. So I don't expect some great lyrical thesis, but at the same time, I was not
Nah.
expecting that
Yeah, he's
at
from the
all.
West Coast.
Because
Since we talk about shitty fucking rappers, and sorry to YG and everything that happened to him as a child, go seek therapy and stop putting it in your songs. Thank you.
he's
Um,
stupid.
Next would be the baby murdering that motherfucking squabble up beat. Oh
Nigga
my
nasty,
god.
bro.
Yeah. But
He been like
every
that though.
time
He
he go
been
to the
like that.
leakers, yeah,
Me and
every
Kevin was
time he
talking
go
about
to the
that.
leakers, he smokes them shits. Like
Yeah, he
one thing
been
I've
like
always said
that.
about the baby, he country, but he can rap. He's nice. He can
Bruh,
rap.
he got
And he
bars.
could
He
he
been
could
like
switch
that's what
his
I'm saying.
flows. I like that about him.
And you
Like
know it's crazy. I'm not even like 100% fan, but I tip my hat and I'll admit that he's is nasty. The only
I
thing
like him better in
he's
freestyling
he's
than
yeah,
yeah
the actual
exactly than
song.
better making
I'm
music. Yeah,
I
he's
was
frowned
I
upon.
was a fan. I'm not as much a fan now. How about
Right,
that? Like
right. I
when he
feel it.
first came out, I was thumping his shit. Like I had
Right,
his
same,
first
All his
same.
shit
his
sounds the
first
same.
his first three projects were dope, but then it's like Mikhail's saying, it's like he starts sounding redundant. You get what I'm saying? I guess at first it was dope because he was new and he was a new sound. Like you know what I'm saying? And he
Hmm.
could rap and to be that country and could really rap, I was like, he dope. But then it was like you
It's the
said, after the
same
third
flow, but no,
project,
I feel you. That's what
after
I
the
said.
third
That's what I was
project, it
saying.
starts sounding redundant. Not that he can't rap, it's just
Yeah,
he's
he was
talking
still
about the
spitting on
same.
all of them
He's talking about the
redundancies.
same thing. He talking about fucking niggas up. He talking about fucking bitches, fucking niggas, girls. Like it's the same.
Some
He
real
don't. He
masculine
don't say no
toxic shit.
woke shit. He don't say no nothing
Yeah.
different. It's the same lane. You get what I'm saying? That's all.
He
He
still
can.
talk about shooting that nigga in the Walmart. Like, nigga, all right, we
You
get
know
it.
what's
You shot the
crazy?
nigga, but you got away with it. Okay,
Right,
cool.
right.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know what
what's
I'm saying?
crazy? I feel like he might have been like one of the last male rappers before this like female era right now, female rapper era, where it was like that toxic masculinity.
Right.
And
Hmm.
now, but now that is frowned upon,
It's sticking out
and
more.
maybe Future will come up with some shit here and there, but it's like it's not a thing.
It's not as
It's
blatant.
dying.
Yeah.
You said last week, Derek, you was like, they trying to kill that, last of the dying breed type shit.
Yeah, yeah. There is,
I
Joe.
I fuck with the baby. I don't really, like I said, I prefer his freestyles because I feel like he he's more creative. Even though he's still
Hmm.
talking about the same shit, his punchlines be harder.
Yeah,
On the
hard,
fucking on the
hard.
album, it don't really be like that, and it just sounds like the
Hmm.
same shit because he's like monotone. He stays the same
Hmm.
tone. I had a barbershop argument about this shit because niggas is
Mm.
like, yo, I hate the baby. I was like, I won't say that I hate him. Like,
Yeah, I
he got a
wouldn't say
couple
that. Yeah.
joints, but I never been one to like go to the album, listen to the whole album.
Hmm.
Nah,
But
his first three
anytime
was
he
dope,
drop a
yo.
freestyle,
His first three was good.
anytime he
They
drop a
were.
freestyle, I'm listening to that shit. I'm listening to the whole
Hmm.
shit because I know he's gonna drop some bangers in that shit. But I just like that. I didn't think that he could switch his style as much as he did on these last two freestyles
Nah,
because I
he
didn't feel
always
like
does
those were
that.
beats that were for him. I would say, like, I would give him more bassy beats. Not something fast, not something. You know what I mean, or what I'm trying to say.
Well, I
I
don't
felt
know
Well,
like
I
about the
feel
not
like
he
some.
that's
I don't
changed
why
know
a
his
about the
little bit.
not something
freestyles.
fast though, because he spit fast
I
as
feel like,
fuck.
yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like that's why his freestyles hit though. They do pick the beats that he likes to rap, like his style. They don't give him a illmatic beat to rap on, bro. They don't give him a Snoop beat. They give him like
yeah.
a trap beat. Like that's his that's
Hmm.
his wave. So he's gonna murder that shit because that's his bounce. It's like, all right, Oz, you rap, right? Right.
Hmm.
I rap. I have a favorite type of beat I like to rap on, but I'm versatile,
Hmm.
so I can rap on a down south beat. I can
Right.
rap on a West Coast beat, but I like gangster music, my nigga. I like
Hmm.
rock type shit, so I like a hard beat. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm
play
gonna
that
go
Benny the
off.
Butcher instrumental,
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah, Griselda
Hmm.
instrument. I'm gonna go off on that because that's my lane.
Right.
I'm a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna channel me quicker than a Snoop Dogg beat or a Ti beat. Not that I
Hmm.
can't do it. Of course I can do it because I rap. But you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? My passion is more into that than
Right.
to that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the baby. It's like not that if you threw on something else he couldn't do it. Of course he could rap. It's not gonna change, but it's not gonna sound as authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his
Hmm.
sound. You know what I mean? So they give him his type of sound, and he cooks them shits every time. And
Yeah,
when he
that's
got
why.
them type of beats, he switches flow a lot. Like he's more versed with it. I feel like if you gave him a Nas beat or something, he'll kill it, but he ain't gonna keep switching the flow. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
My homeboy, he was from Cali. He used to embrace the baby a lot, and I'm
Right.
like, bro, like I used to be like, I used to be passive about it, but now I accept him. Now it's like, you know what? That's just who he is, and he kills it every time. So how can I be mad at somebody that delivers every fucking time,
Yeah,
bro?
about to say the nigga don't drop the ball on the freestyles,
Yeah,
bro.
That
he might
Mo
sound
Chicken
redundant, but
beat
he's
though, that
spitting.
shit was fire,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
First of all, I like
Hmm.
that beat. Period. I don't even fuck with what's that
They
nigga
going
name,
on.
Boss Man, whatever. I hate him and I
Who?
hate how he raps.
He
Who?
got a couple dope shits,
Who?
but I don't
Nah,
know. I don't know too much of him neither.
Who?
I can't stand that nigga.
Who?
Boss
Yeah,
Man, whatever
everybody
the
be
fuck his
posting
name
that
is.
nigga.
I
I
don't even
don't
know
even
what
He
the
know
fuck
his
just be
y'all
name
saying
talking.
the
I
either.
don't even
wild
know.
shit.
I don't know who y'all
But
talking about.
that shit is hard as fuck. I put that shit on my gym playlist because that beat knocks, okay? But yeah, baby bodied that shit. But
But he does
I
this every
fuck
time
with
he
it.
goes to the leakers, yo. Every time he goes to the leakers, he cooks, bro. Like, if go look at the last three LA Leaker freestyles, same type of energy, same type he cooks them shits. Like
That
every
white
time he
boy
comes,
was trying to ad lib so bad he couldn't
uh,
even keep up with his ass. That shit was
he
fire.
wanted the dudes from he
Yeah,
wanted the
now
dudes from the show.
he
He's
was
one of the leakers.
hanging he
He's
was
one of the
hanging
leakers.
by a thread. Pause. Like he was hanging by a thread and shit. But he really that thread really fell to the ground when he said the shit he said at the concert with the with the
I
community.
I think it also was that whole live shit that he did with his baby mother Danny Lay. That shit was crazy. Like
Oh
it
man,
Oh,
it just it
I
ruined
I
forgot.
his
forgot
whole.
about
I
her shit.
forgot
They
all
stopped
about
fucking with
that.
him like that
Yeah, I forgot all
Yeah,
after
about
that.
man.
that. Well,
I'm
I
not
feel
gonna lie.
like
That He started losing me because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a little older now. It's like, bro, you being
He
a little
looked like a
toxic,
goofy,
bro.
like he's
You
still
being
young
toxic
minded.
and
He
goofy
looked like he
too.
young minded.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
what I
yeah.
got out of
Once you
that.
start getting older, you trying to be
Like
mature a little bit. Even though I fuck with the
Especially with the
music.
kids. Like I don't, like you said, that whole doing shit in front of the kids. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't play that shit, and I didn't find it attractive that it was the man. Like if she would have went live, we probably would have let that slide and just been like, oh, that's what women do type, you know, general statement that niggas say. But the fact that he was the one that went live made it look very like feminine and very
Whole
toxic.
tendency. Yeah, he
Yeah,
whole
like yo, I'm not
whole.
with that shit at all.
Yeah,
I
So I
just
think
don't
he
like
lost a
when
lot of
people.
respect between those two things.
Yeah,
yeah, those two
I don't like
things.
when people just put their shit out there. And he tried to justify like, oh, I'm doing this for my safety so people could see I ain't the one wilding and da da da. But it's just like, bro,
You
Yeah,
could have recorded that shit without putting it on
I
live.
about to say you can record,
You
just
could have
don't
been
put it
on
on live.
FaceTime with
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
and not been
or
on live.
not. I'd have did what you said. I'd have been recording. It wouldn't have been on live, but I have the footage, so you can see
Right.
I was playing my part. I didn't touch her. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? This is just for
Yeah.
the police. This is for
Because
the
I
police
do
to say
get that
because
as
right.
a
That's
black man. You do
but
got to
for
protect
live,
yourself.
it's for the world. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In
It's
my
for
phone,
entertainment purposes.
yeah,
right.
in my phone,
FYE.
no. If I'm just recording it for me, that's for the cops. It's not for
Yeah.
nobody else. That's if the cops come, here you go. If the cops never come, I erase the shit. That's it. Like that's what it's for.
That
So
shit
yeah,
weird.
when he put it on live, it was like, you kind of reaching, sir. I don't know.
Much whole
I don't
shit.
like my business on. I'm not an internet nigga as it is, bro. You think I'm about to live some real shit that's happening in my life on fucking? Fucking smack the camera out of somebody in. Don't try
That
to
shit's
do
so
it,
crazy
motherfucker.
how the manliest man's of all man's era is
I
over.
can't.
It's over. You can't even be can't even
A
be
stand up guy.
you can't even be you can't be a man no
Not as
more.
long as I'm here. Fuck
We
this
just
shit, nigga.
gotta be robots.
I'm never sitting down, fam. I'm
You saw
sorry.
you saw Kim Kardashian laying down with a robot.
I got
Listen,
last
she's
of a
a
die.
fucking weirdo.
I
Don't
got
I feel
nobody
last
like
of
want
a
her.
dying breed tatted on me,
I
sir,
feel like
for a reason.
we're about to get replaced by we already get replaced. We get replaced by cucumbers and vibrators and red and the rose thing.
I'm crying.
Them
Nigga
shits
said
don't, them shits,
cucumbers.
them shits don't feel like me.
Whoa.
Them shits don't feel like me. Them shits ain't replacing shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
Nigga
know y'all
said
women be freaky as
cucumbers.
shit.
They
I
Hmm.
do,
ain't never fucked a cucumber
but
in my
ain't none of
life.
that shit
Maybe
feeling like
not
the
you.
real
You got a
thing.
little bit more morals and standards, but
Ain't none of that
shit.
shit
That's
feeling like the real
crazy.
thing.
I done heard that one.
Anyway,
So,
move on to
Um,
fucking Wayne dropping this album 6/6/25, the Carter Six.
oh shit,
I
for
mean,
real?
that's news. We haven't heard any new music or
Oh
nothing.
yeah. When was the last? How about
It'd be
this? The
nice
real
to get it.
question is
It'd be nice to get a teaser or throw out like two joints so I could, you know what I
I
mean?
the
mean,
real question
it still
was
got time.
Get
when
a
was
little
his last
sample.
album?
His last album,
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Come on, AI.
was it
Come
Carter
through.
5 or was it something? I mean, was it Carter 5? No, he dropped
No,
something
he
after
said
that.
when was the last album.
When?
Hold on. Let me look it up. Fuck it. So I can just
Come
be
on, AI. Somebody.
accurate. We lost our AI.
Yeah, our AI got
I damn
fired.
sure didn't replace his ass, but I'm gonna do
We
my best.
Listen,
replaced the
we
AI.
take
I'm gonna
turns.
do my best, people. All
We
right.
take turns. Come on.
His last project. I am music.
I am music.
When,
What year
nigga,
was that?
damn.
No, I think that's a mixtape. Yeah, that's a mixtape. So his own solo album was the 5. Was Carter 5.
So what year was that?
And when?
That was
Yeah,
2018.
this nigga's tweaking,
My
Michaela.
bad.
Yo, we keep asking the
These
damn
niggas,
time. You keep
it's
giving
that
us
old
album
man
names.
shit.
I don't give a fuck about the name of the album.
You keep
When
saying
did it come
different albums. Nigga, when,
2018.
bro? Date.
out?
2018.
2018. God
Oh,
damn.
Nah, I'm lying.
damn.
I'm lying. He dropped the album
Oh my
called
god.
Funeral
You're
after
the
that.
worst AI ever.
Yeah, bro,
2020.
you doing horrible right now. Shit. Fuck, you making me
2020.
anxious, bro. Fuck, bro. I'm about to just do it, bro.
This nigga said you giving me anxiety, bro.
Yo,
Fuck,
y'all are annoying. I just want to let y'all both
bro.
know that
You
shit.
showing your old man self right
I
now.
ain't
Bruh, I
gonna
don't
lie.
Damn.
care.
Nigga
I'm not a
technically
professional
challenged,
AI.
bro.
I don't take offense, bro. Like, I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Anyways, fuck it.
2020, the
I should have never
funeral. All
asked that
right, you
question.
fucking
Goddamn
slow
it.
Wonderful.
motherfuckers.
Thank you.
There you
Oh,
go.
we're slow, but you can't remember the fucking damn reason why you was looking the shit up, but we're
I
slow.
was,
Come on
I,
now.
was,
But you're not bothered. You sound like Kanye right now.
I'm
You
not
really
Uh-huh.
bothered.
do.
I'm not a professional.
I'm
Long
not
story
bothered.
short, it's been a minute since Lil Wayne dropped some shit. So if he's dropping some shit, holy fuck.
Hopefully it's good. On to the
Yeah.
next.
It better be.
Well,
Better
This
be.
we'll
motherfucking
see. We'll see.
He's definitely a
so
sleeper, bro.
me and Derek was talking about it before you came on here, like
Hmm.
pre-potting or whatever. But you probably haven't heard anything about it, so I want you to look it up first.
Okay.
What,
Uh,
the 24-year-old father?
Wait, what?
before we talk about it,
He don't know. You ain't heard about the father of three getting arrested
we're going on the
for
interview and leaving the kids in
for
the
leaving
car.
his kids or something like that.
Oh, nah, I ain't hear about that, but nah, that's not cool. You don't do
I'm
that.
crying.
You
That is
want him to
not
read? You
cool.
want him to read
No,
it
I
or
didn't
look at
want
it?
him to read it. I just wanted
You
to
want
get
me
his
to watch
opinion.
something?
Somebody who's not a parent as of yet. What is your take on it?
Ooh, talk to me.
So basically,
You know what I'm saying?
the
We gotta explain it.
father went on an interview. I thought initially reading it that he went
All right,
on an interview at
what's that noise in the
McDonald's.
background though? Somebody playing with something.
Not me. It's
Whoever got
bird.
the
It's
little
You can
birds
hear
in
MP3
it.
my
going
background.
on.
It's birds in my background.
Somebody playing with something. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I first read it, I thought he was going on the interview at McDonald's. There's things that haven't been cleared up. But long story
Yeah,
short, he left
yeah.
the kids
But
in McDonald's to go on an interview. The ages of the children are 10, 6,
Thanks.
and 1. Um,
Mm,
and I guess somebody saw the kids, noticed that they were by themselves. They called the authorities. The
mm,
mom gets called. CPS gets involved. Long
mm,
story short, the father gets arrested for child neglect or
mm,
some shit like that, or endangerment. I forget what the charge was. And
mm,
then um, later, somebody like tweeted, how do we get in touch with this man? We need to find out what's going on, because they wanted to find out why he left the kids. So it turns out that him and his family have been homeless since November. He's been
mm,
looking for a job, and the reason why he left the kids is he didn't have childcare at the time. And he was just trying to get to work so he could support his family. So they
mm.
started a GoFundMe for this man to try to help
Oh wow.
him get,
man, they raised
a
like eighty
stable,
thousand dollars for that nigga,
Oh
bro.
wow. Okay.
yeah.
Cause somebody
And I
started
don't know
GoFundMe for me. Shit.
if he got the job or not, because they didn't talk about where he was interviewing at. That's what I thought they was gonna say, like, oh, where did he interview at? We're gonna make sure he get a job. But the GoFundMe thing I thought was real nice. So
Hmm.
now that you know the context, what do you think about this? And then I think me and Derek are gonna give our parents' version of what's
Hmm.
going on.
Okay. I
Right.
like it. I like it.
And then what they said
I like it.
was what they were saying what it was after what we thought too. Like,
Okay. Okay. All right. So my take is off rip 100% accountability. You're wrong. Um, and don't get me wrong. Like maybe especially like his not to get specific, but Hispanic like kids are a little bit more mature. So it's like I'm not gonna put my mom out there, but there's been times where I had to take care of my little sister in times where no adult was around. But you can't depend on that. It's still underage, so 100% wrong. But I'm glad that it went the way it went. I'm not, what I'm saying? I feel you. Like there was a desperate time. You was trying to get shit done. I feel you wasn't even thinking about it. You was like, but you can't do that because you might never know there's weird ass people out there, or you may never know maybe somebody just crashed into the car or shit like that, and then also somebody coming up to the car and snitching on you. So you still gotta have you
yeah,
always gotta be there. You always gotta have this is America. You get locked up for shit like
everybody,
like he got locked up
and everybody minds
in
everybody business.
Dominican Republic. This is normal. This is regular. Kids take care of themselves. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ain't no parental supervision. Them motherfuckers is grown.
But in
But this is
America, everybody
America.
mind each other business.
This is America. You can't whip your children anymore. You don't go to fucking jail. I
Right.
I I,
Which
I
is
was just
crazy.
telling this to somebody last night. I was like, yo, I didn't dare call cops on my mom. She whooped my ass. That was not a thing.
Yeah,
So,
No, that was normal. We
but
got
that's
our
my
asses
take.
whooped.
Like he probably it went out great for him. He probably learned a little lesson. Like, damn, you know what? Maybe I should never leave my kids in the car. But it went out. It sucks that he had to get locked up because I don't believe in that neither. Now that's something that you got on your fucking a charge is heavy.
yeah.
Reputation is everything
Especially
to me.
child endangerment.
Yeah, reputation is everything to me. Like, say some shit happens now. You're not cool with the baby mom. She want to take the kids. You got that shit on you. You might be the best father, the best option for them kids. But now look, at the end of the day, you can't do that.
Yeah. Derek,
I
you
hate
want to
that
go
he was
ahead?
penalized like that for it though.
Me too.
Um, Yeah, it's
But
whack.
accountability, maybe he deserved it.
Listen,
He deserved it.
like
But
I said, when I first
not.
when
I
I
don't want to
first
say
saw it,
deserves.
I felt like, damn, it's that is fucked up. He was trying to do the right thing in a
Yeah, I don't
sense
want to say
because you're trying to
deserves.
get a
I'll take that
job and
last
get shit
statement back.
shaking.
Yeah.
Um, um,
Mm,
but at the same
but it's
token,
consequences, man. You got to be
right?
conscious,
You
bro.
can't. You definitely,
You want to talk about accountability?
especially in
That's the perfect
today's
example.
era, like you said, where it's cameras everywhere, people, everybody mind everybody business. You can't really roll the dice like that, bro, because it is definitely going, come back to bite you.
Hispanics, you know what they
And
say that my Dominicans, they be like, my dad says it a lot. He says it, no sea confianzu. Confianzu is me. Don't be
what that
so
mean?
freaking like just so trustworthy and gullible and so naive, you know.
Right, right.
So that's a
I agree.
code.
I will say when I first heard it before the GoFundMe part, when I heard that he got arrested for this, I was like, somebody needs to find out that man's story
Yeah,
because I don't think that anybody in their right mind one would just leave their children unattended unless
right.
you're on drugs or you're doing something that you can't have the kids around, like an
Right.
interview. Because let's just be real, if you show up to a fucking interview
My
with
kids
three
with you.
kids,
They
you're
gon'
automatically they're not
yeah,
fucking with you.
yeah.
One
Yeah.
because
You ain't got no
you don't
sitter.
even have you ain't even have childcare to come to the interview. I can't expect
Yeah.
for you to be responsible to work for me. That's number one. Some people are
Mhm.
not willing to give you a chance. Some people
Yeah.
are cool with you
First
being honest.
impressions.
Hey,
First
listen,
impressions are everything,
I
though.
need
Like
I need
whoever
money.
whoever the cop was
Right.
arresting him was a dickhead.
Yeah.
He could doing his job, but it's like I don't like that. I don't know.
But the other thing could have been because, like I said, there's questions. One,
There's
I don't know where
other.
this interview was at. Number two, where is the mother of these children? Now, if she was at work and you out trying to get a job so you can get y'all family out of this situation and it's your responsibility to watch the kids, sometimes you got to suck it up and make some shit happen. I get it.
Right.
And if you're
Right.
somewhere where you don't have a support system, i.e., a grandmother, a aunt, a
Hmm.
cousin, a 16-year-old teenager, somebody to keep an eye on these kids,
And
then
some
you
people
still
don't
got
have
to
that.
do what you got to do.
Some people
What
don't have that.
white
Right.
people, I feel like, don't understand about the black and brown community is the fact that we do operate differently. I feel like Hispanic community
We don't have a
family,
cushion.
we they are to help each other until we get to the next level. So
Hmm.
grandma,
Exactly.
auntie, somebody lives in the house that is able to take care of the children while other people are out working to provide for the household
Right.
until we can get to another place. Black families, for the most part, do not keep that kind of communal support system. At 18, get the fuck out. I don't care if you got a kid. I got my own shit. Go do your own thing. And
Wait.
motherfuckers, he's
But let me stop you
24.
though,
He's
because
on his own.
Some Hispanics live by that code. That's my mom, by the way. So some of them. So
I
just
was
not to
gonna
put
say
them.
it goes both ways,
Yeah, it
but what I
depends.
say I see
Hmm.
more communal support
With
But I see what you're
Latino.
in
saying, though, and I
families
agree with
in
you. Yeah.
general
Man, nobody give
Right.
a
than
fuck
black
about what
Yo,
you
families.
talking
Kev,
about,
don't be.
yo.
Nah, she's
Yo,
saying
shut
some
First
up,
of
real
shut
shit.
all,
up,
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
up.
That was
Nobody
rude,
care what you
bro.
talking about.
That was rude, bro. She
Fuck
was
up.
talking. Chill out.
I was
Say
making
some
a
real
good
shit.
point too. Fuck you, Kev,
Yeah,
because I
bro.
don't like you. You got us talking about shit that you don't want to fucking talk about, but you gonna
Go
pop
get your
in and
dick
tell
wet
us to
again,
shut the
bro.
fuck up.
Oh,
Like you're
don't.
annoying.
Go to the
On
little
that
farm
note,
you went, nigga.
I
Go in the
just
little
came.
jacuzzi you was
I
in
just.
last
Oh
night,
shit,
nigga.
that's an owl.
Look who popped up.
Look, I just saw an owl.
So what does that
Listen,
mean? OVO is coming.
look. Free Max B. Michaela's the podcast of the month, back to back, first time ever. Round of applause or hate
I
or
hate this
whatever the
nigga.
fuck. And Ye doesn't care about black people. That's the last thing I came here to say, and I'm gone.
This nigga's an
Deuces.
Fire.
ass.
I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Come
Yo,
on,
That's
bro.
be
fine.
Drive
easy.
safe. When I
All
get you in
right.
the car.
Right.
One.
He's
but
a fucking dickhead, and we knew that. But
stupid. Right.
anyway,
It's popped out of
um,
nowhere.
nah,
Damn.
I
Now you.
really do. I do feel like because I've been a single parent, my baby father, my first child, he was incarcerated most of my son's upbringing. So not only was I a teen parent, but I really was a single mom. So I was doing a lot of shit by myself. My family did try to help me, but I was so fucking pigheaded that I didn't want anyone to say that they helped me do it. I did it by myself. So I didn't take a lot of the help that I could have had because I lived in a house with my aunt and my grandmother and my mom, my brothers, my siblings, my cousins, all of that shit. So I grew up in a big family, but now that I'm an adult, those that we don't have that same system. So I don't even want to have children at this point if it was up to me, because I don't have that communal support. My children never went to daycare until they were old enough to talk, because I had family at some point to be able to watch my kids. So I felt bad for him initially when I first heard this, but then when I heard about the GoFundMe, and I thought it was funny that they named the GoFundMe "The Pursuit of Happiness," which
Yeah,
if you've
Mhm.
never seen
word.
that fucking movie, you wouldn't
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah.
But when I say
that
people
shit.
go through a lot just trying to take care of their families, and you never know what somebody's going through, I immediately felt
Yeah.
empathetic towards this man
Yeah,
when
me
I heard
too.
what was going on.
Me too.
So I'm
Just as a
glad that,
father,
yeah,
Yeah.
that deal with his
if he
kids
gets
for sure.
80,000, that's gonna change his family, and
Yeah.
hopefully that he
Hell
does
yeah.
what he needs to do with that to secure. Like, I don't know if he want to put a down payment on a house versus just paying rent for a year and trying to get a job. Like, I hope
Right.
that he's
Mhm.
really smart, because he's 24. So if he don't
Mm.
have nobody that's like helping guide him, that
He gonna blow
80,000
it
isn't
foolishly.
gonna, yeah,
Right.
it's
He
not
gonna
gonna
blow it foolishly.
stretch for him the way that he needed to. But I
Yeah.
really do
Mhm.
hope that he takes that money and does what is necessary to
Mhm.
And then
So
create.
gets
full
him
effect.
a good income, so
Full
you can
effect.
Yeah.
sustain.
Or
So you
shit,
can
if you want to
sustain.
take the year off and go to school and gain a skill,
Yeah.
like, yo, I just
Yeah.
really hope that somebody's sitting down talking to him, and
Yeah.
he don't just,
Because he could do
buy
that
Nikes
too.
for the kids, because that's what black people, that's what we do. We want to stunt and we want to look
Yeah.
like we
Go on
living
Yeah.
life.
vacation. Go on a
But
bunch
Right.
of
at the end of
vacations
the
and
day, shit,
buy a
I
dope
hope he do go
car.
on vacation.
Buy a
I
dope
do hope
car.
he go on vacation. He need that
Right.
shit. He might come back with a different perspective. But again, all I'm saying
Right.
is
No, a
I hope
vacation is
that
fine, but like niggas be
the
going crazy, bro.
mindset
Right.
around this money, he does actually do what he needs to do to change his
Mhm.
family's trajectory from here forward, because I don't
Mhm.
think he's ever going to get another blessing like that. So
Right.
at 24, that's a hard thing to hope, but I do hope that somebody's talking to that young man and helping him figure out what
Guidance.
exactly he needs to do with that money, and to take the opportunity to capitalize off of the situation.
Right.
Mhm.
Don't take it for granted. That's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't backtrack on what I said. I don't want to say you deserve it, but a lesson is a lesson. You still got to be conscious. I don't want to. I get it. Like, yes, you go through bad shit. You'll deserve that. You deserve that. But be a little bit more conscious, and then just like Michaela said, just go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pleases your mind and soul, but use that shit effectively. You feel me? It's a blessing. So
Yeah.
No, I'm super hype about that. I was like, that's dope. And it wasn't going to be another black man like, oh, he got arrested and the kids were taken, and this
yeah,
story could have went way left, but there's
left.
still unanswered things. Again, I
Yeah.
don't know where the mother is,
They were trying to
and
say that.
hopefully he got the fucking job that he went on the interview for, because
He
I
did
don't
not get the
know
job.
how I think. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I don't know.
He probably like fuck. I get a job. I got this 80K though.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
All
if you
right.
get that, if you
All
get
right.
that, if you get that, then it makes up for the job shit for now. But
All right.
All right.
So
I
we
will
we
say the Damon Wayans shit. I'm mad because I said I was gonna watch the whole interview. I did not watch the whole interview,
I didn't
but
watch
I
the whole
seen
interview.
go.
several.
I seen parts. Yeah.
I
Just watch clips. Yeah.
No, I really want to watch the whole. I don't
Me
really
too.
fuck with Shannon like that to watch every interview that he comes out with.
Right.
But
Me
if it's
too.
somebody that
Especially the people he be interviewing. Not everybody you want to
You want to
really like.
see?
yeah, I don't
Right.
really give a
Right.
fuck.
Right.
But
Yeah. It's like Gilly and Wallow and shit.
Right.
certain people I've sat down and I've actually watched the interview on, because you do be interested in who these people are. Like, it's not Club Shay Shay. It was another podcast that I watched. The Blue Couch people that always have Jaguar. They had
Yeah.
an interview with damn, is it Omar Epps? No, not Omar Epps. Show me the money. What's his name again?
Cuba Gun Jr.
Yes. Okay, Omar Gooding.
Oh,
I
the
I
brother. His
watched the
brother.
Mm.
interview on
His
him.
brother. His
Low
brother.
key, I never liked him. I always thought that he was a fucking cornball. I think him and Cuba are fucking cornballs, to
No,
be
but he
honest.
the real
But
one. He the real
um,
one out of them. Out of
right,
them, he's the
but
real one.
the interview that he gave, I was so interested in an hour and 20-minute fucking interview where he was talking backstories to like celebrity shit that we kind of know about, but we didn't know about the behind the scenes shit. So I thought the interview was very interesting, but I want to watch the whole interview on Damon because I love Damon. Number one, I think he's a genius
Goat,
comedian. Um, and
authentic,
Living
old
Color
soul.
was my favorite shit. My Wife and Kids, even though I wasn't even
Love it,
into sitcoms like that, I
love it.
did watch that,
That
and
was the channel I was able to afford. You feel me? Two
I'm
through
crying.
18. You feel me? That shit was
And I
channel what
thought it was
11?
dope.
He was
I thought it
always
was
just
dope
the
that they
most
were like,
solid one. He was always the most
Yeah,
solid
he
Wayne.
was, man. They all funny
Always.
though. I love the Wayans,
They
bro.
all funny, but he was
because
the
they
most
were,
like real one out of them to me. He was always the
He's
most
a
solid
yeah,
one.
like authentic and
Like the
OG,
most
old
real.
soul.
Yeah, like the most real one out of them. Like, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
old
the
school
other thing.
customs. And it's okay for me to say that because I was a kid watching this shit. But man, Katie, the little girl, is
I
an adult
cannot.
now. That's an adult now.
He
God
said
damn,
that's
I
an
used to have the
adult now.
biggest crush on her. And even now I got a bigger crush on her. Yo, she look
I'm
good.
screaming.
She got kids on me though. That's crazy.
He said she
Now
got
she had
kids on
kids on
Yeah, she
you.
had
She
You
yeah.
got
don't know
kids
that
on me.
lady.
This guy's
She
stupid. She
she
had
gave
kids
it
on me
away,
though.
man. That was one of my sleeper celebrity crushes too, low key. She look good as hell now.
Delusional Pisces. She had a kid on
She had a
me.
kid on me, yo.
Wild. Wild.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
y'all
damn it,
crazy.
man. Nah, but that shit, I thought the interview was great. I
But it
love
was a good
that
interview. I like how he got
he
into depth
talked
about
about,
Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
yeah. And at
he
the
got
end of
into
the
depth.
day, it actually, the one thing that he said about like he had to take that hit and be like, you know what, this isn't meant for me, for him to move
Right.
on to other things. Because
Mm-hmm.
when that, I don't know if that sparked Keenan to start in Living Color because it was a more like black SNL type of vibe. But so many people blew up from even going on that show. So like I respect the Wayne family.
They put a
They
lot of
put a
people
lot of
on.
Facts.
motherfuckers on.
Not just they
So
family. Obviously, all the Wayans
yeah,
got on, but David
Facts.
Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson, Jamie Foxx,
yes,
Jennifer Lopez, Jim Carrey. It was so many people that was a part of that cast that blew up individually and had their own solo careers.
Yeah, man. Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler. Shout out to the Wayans brother, the Wayans in general for sure.
yeah, but Damon's the goat. That nigga, he
Damon
had his
is.
own. He had his own career by himself too. Like everybody talk
They
about
all did.
Marlon and Sean, and they were big because of the show that they had and White Girls and stuff like that. But
I'm
Damon
about to say
did
they did a
movies by
lot of
himself,
movies, and
and
Damon, yeah,
he did a
Mm-hmm.
lot of shit that wasn't comedic. That joint that he did with fucking Adam Sandler, still to this day, is one of my favorite fucking movies. When
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad, I put that shit on because I know I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off. He was trying to be
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
serious, but Adam Sandler was the one that had to carry the comedic part of it, which made it
all
more
right,
funny because you knew Damon wanted to crack jokes type shit, but he couldn't because I'm
That
supposed to be the tough guy.
was
And
his
he did
yeah,
that
role,
joint
yeah,
with
yeah.
Bruce Willis. That was another good ass movie where he played the football player. Like yo, he had mad
yeah.
joints
Mm-hmm.
by
No, he
himself
had a lot
without
of
his
movies.
brothers.
Even
Mm-hmm. The military
back in the
joint.
day, the army
Yes,
shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
officer. I
Major
mean,
Payne.
Pain, Major Pain. What was the other
Mm-hmm.
shit? Uh, Marlon was in that shit with his ass. I forgot what the fuck that shit was called back in the day too, man. He had a few though. He had a handful of movies.
Yeah,
With
that
Where
that
strong
Halle
that.
shit.
Berry was his
More
girlfriend, right?
money, more money. I think
Yeah,
wasn't that what it
Oh
was called?
yeah,
More money.
yeah. I ain't have too many.
When
I wasn't able to watch too many
when
shows and
Marlon act like
movies.
the room was on fire to get the ugly bitch out of bed. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, the room's on fire. Come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. That nigga woke up and looked at that bitch like, oh hell no. So, yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch too much movies and shows and shit based on the channels I had growing up. But when
I
I did go
cannot.
to
this
channel
guy.
11 and I watched My Wife and Kids, that shit made me feel good as a kid. I ain't gonna lie. He was funny as hell. Shout out to John holy shit, I can't remember her name right now. Fuck. Damn. The wife. Fuck. Holy shit.
From
Oh,
what?
Tisha
Oh,
Campbell.
Keisha
Yeah,
Campbell.
thank you. Tisha
You know
Campbell.
she's
Yeah,
from you
fucking
know she's
another
from
goat.
Jersey too.
It was between that and Two and a Half Men, man. Those shits.
I fuck with Two and a Half Men, even though Charlie
Right.
Sheen is a fucking
I,
pedo
oh yeah. He did turn out to be that. It's low key.
weirdo, Tiger Blood.
He was funny as hell though. God damn.
I was gonna say I always loved Charlie Sheen. He's always
Fuck.
been funny.
Authentic,
Um,
bro.
a lot of his movies, I would say that I grew up on. The Garbage Men or the Trash Men, one of them movies.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hard as fuck. Like, y'all don't
Mm-hmm.
know nothing about. Charlie Sheen had
Yeah.
a run, nigga, but
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
I heard too much weird shit about him. I can't fuck with him like
Yeah, he had
that.
like a drinking
Yeah, he
problem and
got a
then
lot
kind
of
of
issues. He got
resulted
a lot
into
of
other
issues.
shit.
He got a lot of issues, but
Even though
he's
he was the
definitely
funniest while he was drunk, but that
he
nigga
a
ain't
Yeah,
do
legend though.
shit.
He's a legend though.
That shit was wild. But
Yeah, shout
let
out.
me see.
Okay, what's next?
We talked about David. Oh God, this Raven Simone
Oh
and
yeah, I about to say the
Orlando
Orlando
Brown
Brown
thing.
thing.
Like,
Well,
I
what?
think that she's very smart in the fact that she never really responds to anything. This is like the first time I actually ever heard
Even
her.
seen
Yeah,
her in a
she's
while.
been
This is the first
responding a
time I've
lot
even seen
lately. I
her
ain't
in a
gonna
while.
hold you.
That's because she got a podcast with her wife, so she's become a little bit
Oh,
more vocal. I feel like
Oh, okay.
since
I
seen
since
the
didn't.
that's
I didn't even
podcast.
know
happened.
she had a podcast with her wife.
I
Okay.
Yeah,
thought she was getting interviewed. I didn't know that was her shit.
nah, the white lady that's with her, that's her wife that's on there, and I think it's either her
Oh,
podcast and
Oh,
she like does
okay.
it with her, or they do it
oh,
together. I forget how it goes, but long story short, I think it was
I didn't
smart
know that.
how she did it because again, she's never really responded to anything that he said before, and he throws out these wild allegations. But what I
Yeah.
do love is the fact that she pointed out how intelligent he is
No,
and
she
that he's
definitely don't.
playing everybody.
Yeah, she don't. She definitely.
them niggas is
She
smart, bro.
definitely
Both
get
of
that
them niggas
nigga.
is
She
smart as
she
hell.
get that nigga his props. She's like, yo, he
Yeah, they know what
talented
they
and he's
doing.
smart. He's smart and he
He know what
talented.
he doing.
Right.
She was
That
like,
nigga
he
was
But
played.
I
cold,
He
do
bro.
think I think he also Kanye shit too. Not Kanye
Yeah.
per se, but I feel like
just
he gets he goes viral off of these wild ass
off of the
Nah,
things
accusations
he
but
that he
does.
says.
I still feel
Yeah,
like, I
he
mean, I don't
knows
know
how to
about
get
now.
the world to talk about him. Right.
I don't
He
know
just
about
like.
now. He probably like got a little bit better, but I know before he definitely wasn't mentally there though.
I was gonna
Well,
say
she
I
said
also
she
think
knew
they did
him before
drugs.
the drugs. She said
Yeah.
during the drugs, after the drugs. Like she
When
knew
it
him
when
her
he made
their whole life basically.
yeah when
And
he made
what
that one song. Mhm.
And the one thing I don't really want to talk about, but I feel like I have to again, where we talked about this assault of men as when they're children and what it does to their mind as they get older. There was also a statement that was said by Terrence Howard about Justin Bieber, saying that once a man's manhood has been taken, that the mind does not work the same and that they do all of these things trying to cope with the
Yeah, trying to
trauma
block
of
it,
what has
trying
happened
to
to
kind of
them
block it
using drugs and women and whatever else alcohol to soothe it without actually really trying to figure out what's
or
going
talk
on. And
about
I
it.
think that's what happened to Orlando because he talked about being a child in the industry, things happened to him. I'm not going to get into specifics because all of this is alleged,
Right,
but
right.
I think there are telltale signs that most child actors end up like this, where they're on drugs and they're doing all this crazy shit, and nobody's looking at what the root cause of this may be.
Yeah,
So I
I
feel like
believe it.
that's what's going on with Orlando,
I
and
believe
it's
it.
been confirmed multiple times.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm glad I ain't never go through that specific trauma, but yeah, I
And
believe it.
Terrence Howard
But
said
of
Diddy was
course, it's
trying to
Hollywood.
holler at him.
I just love how
Eh,
I love how Damon responded to it. That he was like, "Oh, you bringing up Orlando Brown?" I was like, "Well, what he say that I touch?"
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
love that he joked
because
about it though.
yeah,
there was
yeah.
a big
So
accusation. That's why I said I wasn't even going to get into that. I don't. I feel like he didn't say that Damon touched him. What I saw in an interview once with Orlando, he was talking about that he saw inappropriate things, and I said this
Mm.
before about Michael Jackson because I saw somewhere in a documentary they were talking about the Jacksons and how
Shit,
Joe
South Park.
raised them. They said that Michael Jackson's dad used to have sex with their fans in the
Mm.
hotel rooms with them. So like Michael's like 9, 11,
yeah, I used to hear
hiding
that
under
too.
the bed
Yeah, I used to hear that
while
too.
his
Yep.
father is having
They
sex with a
smashing,
child that's probably
smashing with.
underage.
Well, I'm
Number
about to say
one,
probably some high school girls. Yeah, or
you're
some middle
cheating
school
on my
girls.
mom. Number two,
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
things are implanted into a child's mind, and I feel like that's why Michael always wanted to be around kids, is the innocence
Was
that
stolen
was
from him.
taken from
Yeah,
him.
he never had a
Maybe not
childhood.
him being touched, but so children
He
aren't
didn't.
meant to see stuff like that. They're not
Yeah, he just
supposed to know
Yeah.
these
they
things
they
up
can't
around that
comprehend it.
age.
They can't comprehend it. They don't understand it.
Hmm.
I think he envied children because they were allowed to be innocent. They were
They
allowed
still had
to be,
innocence. Yes.
yeah. So
He
he was
never had a
craved being
childhood. You got
around
to
them.
remember that. He never had a childhood. Like when you don't have a childhood, guess what? You're a child mentally.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
that's true. That
stunted.
because
that
you
that
Your
never got to
mental,
do
a,
that, right? You
a
get what
lot
I'm
your
of our
saying?
mental.
trauma and our how we feel at the end of the day, especially if we were to black out, like it's a lot to childhood trauma. We are at the end of the day children at heart, so
Right.
I feel like
so
your
that's why
mental health.
when people get older, they're like children, like kids,
I feel
elderly
Yeah.
like your
people.
mental health is
Yeah.
stunted at the age that you go through the trauma. So you could be a grown man, but your brain is still 11, 12 years old when that shit happened to you. So I feel
Right.
like that's where Michael, people like Michael and people like Orlando. Orlando's been in the game since he was like, I
Like
don't know, like three, some
10.
crazy ass shit.
About to,
No, he
about
was
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
young. He was in commercials. That boy's been in the game for a long time. Cause even Major Payne, that nigga was like, I don't know, 8,
hmm
acting
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah, I about to say,
So
I thought he
you
was like,
understand
yeah,
how much
about
pressure
10
was
when he
put
got it.
on
But yeah.
certain people. And
Yeah.
you can also tell
Childhood stars is tough, man.
when the parents were heavily involved and when they weren't,
Yeah,
because
childhood.
Right.
how the child
Right.
end up.
But
Yeah,
childhood
childhood stars
star
are crazy.
is
Like
tough, bro. When you're a
that shit.
childhood star,
Yeah,
because
when you a
you got to
childhood
remember
star, you saw what happened
you're
to nigga from
getting
Home
stripped of
Alone.
your you're getting
Yeah,
stripped of your childhood though. But think about it.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Any kid star you name, I don't give a fuck who they was. Macaulay
Disney
Culkin,
Channel,
the
Nickelodeon,
fucking yeah,
nigga, any
anybody on
The
movies,
twins,
Nickelodeon,
all
the
even
that
twins
shit.
from
kid,
Full House.
even kid rappers, bro. The fucking
Right.
anybody that was a child. Go back to Chris Cross and all that
Chris
shit.
Cross. Yeah, I was about to say that.
ABC, and all of that shit. Another bad, like immature. Like, bro, they was kids, bro. So when you get on at that age,
Yeah,
you
it's a different
are a
type of trauma.
child. They're taking
Yeah.
your childhood from you because now
Like Justin
you
Bieber.
have to
That
be an
nigga.
adult in a sense. You have to handle business. You're not going to
Yeah.
school anymore. You're not doing things that kids fucking do. You get what I'm
Also,
You're not
saying?
being
being
you're
financially
not normally
responsible
growing
for
up.
the family. That
Yeah,
puts a lot of pressure on the
exactly.
kid.
At
If
a
your
young
parents
ass
quit
age.
their job to pursue this, now
Bank
you feel
off
like
of
you
your
have to
yeah.
make it because
Perform.
everybody's
Yes.
banking on you.
Yes.
Britney
Yeah.
Spears, another one.
Yeah. You know, the
Shit
list
is
goes
crazy
on.
as
It was
fuck.
a lot of people that started as kids, right? The list goes on. But they're all in that same boat,
It
yo.
is
And it
actually a
takes away
lot.
from your childhood, man. And
Usher,
you gonna get your childhood out somehow, one way or another. You get me? That's just
I
that.
don't know.
So
Usher was wild.
it's crazy, but she did address it finally, and she said her point. Like, and she never like threw him under the bus or nothing. She just, said
That's
her
what I
piece.
feel.
Like,
I like too. She was classy about the shit. Like she didn't.
yeah, she definitely didn't shit on him.
That
She didn't
nigga's
shit on him.
weird. Fuck him. Whatever. Like she could have said a lot of shit.
Yeah,
She was like, "I'm
yeah,
almost 40.
right.
I don't got time for this. Like I don't
Yeah, word is
bang with
on.
Oh,
him
she
That's
like
said
what she
that?
said. Yeah, she
that."
said, "Yo, I'm almost 40." She said, "I'm not about to go back and forth." And yeah, she said, "I'm my energy is
And
done."
then
She said, "My bank account is good. I'm good. Like, I'm
somebody
straight.
was
I'm
like, "So
not
why
about."
don't you just reach out to him in private?" She was like, "That's what he wants. I'm not doing
That's
Yeah,
it."
what he
Like,
wants.
yeah.
I
And
I
then
feel her.
the other lady was like, "Yeah, he'll probably had the cameras. Like, put the cameras up. She's calling. She's calling.
right.
Like, and film it and shit. Like, because they
She
like,
was like, fuck that nigga, he
you
weird.
could just call him." And she was like, "I
Not that
could."
he's weird. She low key. It sounded like I feel sorry for him type of vibe. It was
Yeah, like
more,
he's
Oh, okay.
gone. Like he's gone. Like he's just on some other shit now.
and
Nigga
I can't
mentally
deal
not
with
there.
that
And I
because
can't
I'm
help him.
happy in my life.
Right.
Yeah,
And
she
I
looks
can't help
mentally there.
and I can't help him. Like he
Yeah,
gotta help himself. He gotta I can't what the
Hmm.
fuck y'all want me to do? And I'm not gonna stoop to his level while he throws shade at me because I'm in a good space in my life. So,
Got the whole
whatever.
wife.
I hope he get it together type shit. That's all.
I
Yeah.
wish him well
Yeah,
from over here.
she kept it classy. She definitely did. Right, from over here. Right.
Hmm.
Um
Love at a distance.
Yeah,
so it is what it is. Y'all wanna talk
but
about
I
how
just
Terrence
love when she.
Howard has accused Diddy of trying to holler at him?
No, what I loved is that he said
Huh.
the assistant said it. The assistant was like, "I think he's trying to fuck you."
Yo, I was drinking my motherfucking OJ when he said I almost spit that shit out my mouth when I started. I said, yo. He said, he wanted me to be his acting coach. And I'm like, okay, cool. He said that so he invites me over. So I'm like, all right, like what's the character you trying to play? Like I'm trying to, get some
But the
insight
nigga
on
was just
what
looking
we
at him
he
weird.
said this nigga was just staring at me. I said, yo,
It's some
what?
pretty green eyes of his.
Yeah, yeah, word. Like, yeah, he a pretty nigga. I like him. Like One of them pretty niggas. Like, yo, so he
No, but
said,
you know what's funny?
Hey,
He
yo.
was like, "Yo, once I figured out that that's what he was on, he was like, no more
I
contact."
cut convert. Yeah, he said I cut my contact from that nigga. Yeah, he said. So after he went over twice and this nigga didn't get nothing done, he said he was just staring at him and shit. It was weird. He said so. Then finally, he said his assistant
Oh,
say,
calling
"Yo,
for another thing.
Puff wanna chill to hang out. It wasn't about the acting. He was like, yo, Puff wanna hang out type shit. And he like, oh word. And he like, all right, for what though? And he was like, yo, I think he trying to fuck you. He said, what? He said, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
no,
he
I'm
trying to
good.
fuck you, bro. I think he said, oh, from that day on, I said no more contact with Puff, and that was it. He said I never spoke to him. I changed my contacts.
That's
I said
hilarious,
that's
yo.
crazy,
Predator,
yo.
weirdo.
That nigga crazy, yo. He's really on some shit, yo. And had an assistant kept like, I think he trying to fuck you, yo. What?
And that's a woman saying that. So she look.
Yeah, right.
She
Like,
picked up
huh?
on the signs. Cause you know what?
Right.
That's how men act towards women that they want to sleep with type shit. He'll call you,
Mm-hmm.
do all this fucking weird ass shit, just trying to get in my damn drawers. Like, why don't you just say what you want so I could just
Right.
told you no from the
Right.
beginning. We don't have to go through all of this.
We ain't gotta waste our time. Yeah.
Weirdo.
Now the next level is let's hang out. Right. Let's go
Yeah,
let's go
no, I'm
chill.
good.
Let's go drink and do some things. Right, right, right.
Try to get
You
that
know?
man loose.
Yeah, if I try to slip something in his fucking liquor,
Little
motherfucker.
Tootsie. You want
Fuck
a little
out of here.
Tootsie?
Yeah. Don't take no drinks from Puff, nigga. That shit's laced with something. All of
Oh
a
my
sudden, your
god.
ass gets sleepy. Why am I
I was
so
gonna say
tired?
the sad part is it's not one person that could bring up Puffy that's been in a situation with him that has good things to say about this man, and that's really fucking sad.
That is sad when you start looking at the track record, right?
Everybody now that this nigga's locked up, like, oh yeah, he tried to fuck me too. Like, what?
Yeah, word. Fuck it. I'm safe. I can speak on it now. That
Oh
niggas was
my
there.
god,
I ain't gotta
yo,
worry about
this
nobody
nigga
coming to kill me.
is
Yeah.
He ain't gonna blow up
devious.
my car.
Ain't nobody gonna
I'm
blow up my
dead,
car,
yo.
right?
Facts.
So
That's
everybody,
crazy.
everybody feels safe. Everybody feels safe. Before he was,
Allegedly.
before he was pressuring niggas. I wish he would say
That's
something. Little
crazy.
pretty nigga. I end your acting career.
I got the video. Don't
I got
forget.
the,
That
I end your
blackmail
acting
skills is
career, boy.
serious.
Yo,
I got the video.
his blackmail skills is the best, nigga. He's impeccable.
Nigga had hella dirt.
That nigga had
No,
the
that
whole
nigga was
game.
studying the mob.
Yo, you heard what that nigga told? Who the fuck did he was telling? That was an old footage, and he was like, "Yo," he said, "I've been filming my whole life since 1992." He said, "Ever
Mm.
since," he said, "since ever since I was A&R
Head
at
of this
Uptown
shit.
Records."
Yeah.
And he said before Bad Boy, when he found
Mm.
Mary J. Blige and Jodeci, he said he'd been filming his
Mm.
life since then, bro. So think about that shit, yo. That was before Bad Boy. That means everything he got on tape, bro. Everything from
Telling
'92
you,
till 2024. That's
I
crazy.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't say the man name on here, but he learned from the best. That's all I will say.
Federal.
That's
He learned
crazy.
from the best.
Federal.
That's crazy, right? But I'm just
Mhm.
thinking in my mind, that's 30 years of film, sir.
Mhm.
30 years, bro, of fucking footage that this man's got, yo.
But you got to be a dirty motherfucker to even think like that. Like, oh, I gotta have
Yeah,
protection. It's not. It's not for your protection. It's for blackmail purposes. Period.
right, right. It wasn't for
It's to
let me
save
just make
yourself.
sure I'm good. Yeah, yeah, for
You
blackmail.
out here doing heinous crimes on film and shit. And they was with me too, though. You all burn
Right,
me, burn that nigga too, cause
right.
he was
You
there.
right. You heard an
That
accuser
nigga,
now
he
brought
be
up
working on
Beyonce and LeBron
he
and
be
said,
getting he be working on getting his sentence reduced before going to jail.
word.
That's
But
crazy.
like Michaela said, just as long as he got motherfuckers there, like listen, even if they participate or not,
But that's hard.
they saw what was happening. They knew what was going on. Like that's
They was
that's
some
what a new accuser saying about
bystanders.
Beyonce and LeBron. Like they was
But
there.
the
They
thing is,
wasn't
all these
participating,
allegations
but they was
are
there.
sexual in nature. The thing
Yeah.
is, his charges are not. I mean, except for the sex trafficking, that's the only thing that's
Yeah,
pertaining
sexual.
to
Sex.
his character and shit like that. So like
Right.
the Rico and all the other shit, like I don't know how much people are gonna get caught up in this if he did his due diligence in regards to like paperwork. This is why the fucking judicial system sucks ass because this man knows that he has a chance of getting away based on um certain aspects not making it into court.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
of this is just to assassinate his character. This shit don't really
Yeah.
have nothing to
Yeah.
do with
Yeah.
what the fuck he's being accused of.
And
So I
like you
don't know.
said, even if he don't go to jail, they just trying to assassinate his character, so fuck up his money, his business,
Yeah,
and
people ain't gonna
you
fuck
know,
with him no more
people
after
ain't
this.
gonna fucking do no business
Look
for him.
at
So it
Chris
hurt.
Brown. Niggas is still talking about that shit with
And
Rihanna. This
if
lady
anybody
married and
knows,
moved on.
listen, if anybody knows that's how the white man attacks, he gonna fuck up your
Hmm.
paper, bro. More than anything, like
The Illuminati, period.
your image and your paper is what we gonna go after. Because if we fuck up your paper, you can't really eat, and if we fuck up your image, you can't really get
People
paper.
ain't gonna make money from
Yeah,
it.
you can't get paper. Might want to fuck with you. All right, so we got to smudge your name and fuck up your money, and then you're good because you can't bother us no more. You'll sit in your little
Defamation.
hole. You'll
You
sit in
ain't
your
on my
little
level.
hole. Yeah, you'll sit in your little hole and be quiet because you have no choice. What the fuck else you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga gonna retire to Tahiti like what's
Right.
his name? Russell Russell Simmons.
Russell
He was like,
Simmons,
oh,
he's
they start
done.
calling me a pedo. I'm out of here,
He
bro.
said, yeah, that nigga bowed out gracefully. Like, you know what? I'm not even fighting with
Yo,
these
I
niggas.
ain't
I'm
gonna
out of
lie
here.
to you.
Kamara
That's how
was
I
young as
be.
fuck. My bad.
I
Yeah,
get accused of
yeah.
some.
What y'all want? Look, y'all believe what
Yeah,
y'all want. I'm out of here. I'm not
yeah. I
about to
get
argue
accused.
it. I'm not about to
Yeah.
defend it. I'm not about to. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. Y'all want to talk about this?
Crazy.
This Waka Flocka statement.
Oh
Save your kids or
God.
save your spouse. That guy is shot.
First of all,
He said, "I can make another kid. My love
and
of my life is my love of my life. That's my love." I said, "Oh,
this is the second time I've seen somebody ask this question.
you
What I
selfish,
really
sir.
don't like,
You
no,
selfish."
what I don't like is they're asking people who don't have children. Don't ask
Mmm.
somebody who has never experienced
I
that
didn't even think about that. I didn't even
miracle
think about that. I didn't even think about
because
that.
Waka don't have no kids of his own.
I
Yes,
didn't think
Cammy
about
had a
that.
kid and he claims her. Cool,
But it's
whatever.
not the same. But it's not the same.
You
I
are
get it.
not going to tell me something
I
you
get it.
created. Your
Right.
job as a parent,
It's to
period,
protect them. It's to
is to
protect them.
protect. And then I
Right.
saw people was putting in the comments like, "Oh, it's in the Bible. Wife comes first before the children." All right, I hear everything that you're saying, but as a parent, and I will say that again, as a parent, no woman or man in their right mind is going to say, "Save me over a fucking innocent child that
Nope.
I
Sure ain't.
created."
That I created. That came out of me. Nope. Sure ain't.
As sad as it is, I'm
Sorry.
not
Y'all
shocked
gotta
that
go.
I'm not shocked that a man would say it. I'd be more shocked when a woman say it
I saw
because
a woman say it,
yeah, because
but
when they, cause
also
they're the ones
again,
actually giving the birth. You feel me?
I've
she
seen
didn't
both
have the
say it.
baby.
I've
She
seen
didn't
both
have the
say it.
baby
And
though.
You
I
know, a
feel like
nigga
it's
don't
sad on
care.
both.
A nigga walk off his child's life anytime, but a woman is a little different.
And I feel
And
like
you carry that
I feel
motherfucker.
like but I feel like even as a man, you sick, bro. Like that's my kid, bro. Like
No, yeah,
I
absolutely,
made
I
that
agree.
child, bro.
Yeah,
Like
we
you're not going. I'm not letting something happen to that shit for no woman. Just like they say, I can make another child, I can get another woman too. The fuck you mean? Oh, that's the love of my life. That's my love, nigga. Then you can find another love. The fuck is you talking about, bro?
I just thought it was ignorant.
That's
And
the
like I
only
said,
person that you feel like you could be in love with or that you're compatible with. You're crazy.
you asking people who don't even have the capacity to answer these fucking questions.
But I
That's
didn't
like
think of
me.
that. I didn't think of that.
yeah, you
That's
better
like
be
me
my
asking
soulmate.
OD when I asked him like, how did
Yeah,
he feel
yeah,
about the thing with the father? I wanted to
right.
see somebody from the outside who doesn't have
Hmm.
children, what your answer would be, because I automatically I've been there. I know what this shit is
Yeah,
like.
and it's crazy because
And
I
that
would
shit is
respond the
hard. That shit
opposite
is
way.
not easy, yo.
Right,
And
right,
Especially being a
right.
single parent, people don't understand that support system is everything. If you don't have family, at least if you have friends, I had homegirls that was willing to watch
I'm
my
about to say
kids.
maybe good
I
friends.
had,
Yeah,
you
I'll say good
know,
friends.
the godparents of my children type shit. I had a support system always, but I always depended on myself first. Now, if I can't do it, now that's when I reach out to the people who are around me to see what kind of help I can get, because having one kid versus multiple kids is totally different. When I had my son,
It sure the
it was
fuck
just me
is.
and him for 8 years. It was easy. I could figure it out. Nobody minded watching him because it's one. When I started having two and three kids, now it's like, yo, I could watch the baby, but I'm not watching the other two. Because like I've had situations like that where I had to figure it out. So to say, I also wanted to say this too because I thought about this earlier. I had one kid for so long; it was almost 10 years before I had another kid.
Yeah, I
I
never got
used to
that break.
think, I
Right.
used to think, if I have more children, now I have to pick and choose over, God forbid, a house fire, a flood. something like that, where I had to protect more than just myself. I also had to protect the lives of these other two or three children. You understand what I'm saying? The more children
Mm,
you have, the less control you have over how the outcome is going to go. So
of
I
course.
always used to say, I'm cool with having one kid. I didn't want to have no motherfucking kids because I could take care of this. If something happens, I'm protecting him with my life, and that's it. Now I got three. Now I gotta decide. Well, my
Shit.
daughter, my son, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is hard. So to say to choose my spouse over my children, never. Would it hurt? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
Of
want that
course.
shit? Fuck no. But at the
But
end of the
right.
day, I'm not going to protect a grown adult over
Right.
something
Right.
I birthed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. I ain't even got a comment.
And,
That's it.
and and I don't
That's
just
it.
want one
Will it hurt?
child.
Yes. Will I? Will I? Right. I won't want to do it, but I have to do it.
Right.
What
And
you want me to
I
do?
don't just want
Right.
one
And I
And
child.
hope
I
that you
want
accept
a
that in
football
heaven.
team, bro.
right. Listen. And at the end of the day, if the shoe's on the other foot, I can't be mad at the person picking the kid over. Like, what the fuck? That's
You
the
in heaven
kid.
like that's fucked up. This bitch gonna choose the
Nah,
kids.
hell no. Yeah, nah. I can't be, bro.
You
You're fucked
selfish
up. Listen,
motherfucker. Yeah.
you're fucked up if you're in heaven saying that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, that's fucked up. Like, nah, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah. Like, come on. Like,
What do
where
you
that
think, OZ?
that's not a
Which part?
what would you
About the
pick?
whole thing, the Waka Flocka shit. Like,
Or
if
who
somebody
would you
asked
pick?
you that question,
Do you agree with
Uh,
him or no?
the whole thing was if you're on a boat with your spouse and your young child, because I think that is important.
mm,
Um, and the boat gets capsized, it gets flipped over, everybody's in the water. Who do you save? That was the question.
My child.
um.
Waka said immediately, my wife.
Yeah, I'm saving the kids.
Yeah, he
I'm,
said my wife from the door.
I'm
Sorry.
saving the
So
kids,
he
bro.
looking at both of them. He going to the wife and letting the kid drown. That's what he
That's
said.
fucked up because it's like, bro, you brought this person to life. You're responsible
Right.
for them. Like,
You're responsible
why
for
would
this.
you let
Well,
them?
He said,
yeah.
I can make another one
Yeah, that's
with
Yeah,
my
fucked
wife.
up.
you can find another wife. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah,
See, that's the thing. The same thing you saying, you can spin it in the same direction, bro. He's saying you can't find another love.
yeah,
How do you feel like that?
yeah.
How do
Nah,
you feel like that? That's the only woman on this earth that you feel like you can find love with, that you could build with. That's crazy. It's 8 billion people on this
yeah.
fucking earth. How do you feel like that,
And what's
I
fam?
know,
crazy for him to say
And
that
it's more
after
women on
breaking
this
up
earth
with
than men.
Tammy.
I know somebody
You
love
heard
me,
me?
bro.
Right, right. After the break, right.
You're not even with Tammy no more. You ain't even get married to that lady. You was with her forever and never married
Yeah,
the bitch. And
no.
now you're not with her. And the
And
first
now
thing
you'll
is, yo, I'm
save
gonna
her.
save my wife.
You'll save her. Right. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
that better
Save
be a
your marriage.
soulmate, bro. I
Go
don't
call
know.
Tammy. You miss her. I know you do.
Yeah, about to say, look, that was his little jab. Yo, I miss my baby.
Yeah.
I want my wife back.
Yeah.
No, she ain't gonna come back because you got that type of mentality. That right there.
That
She gonna
shit
let
is
she gonna let the
crazy.
kid die. Nah, you need to be single, fam.
Yeah.
Just
Stay like that.
you need to just yeah,
Single and fatherless, you fucking
yeah.
whore.
Do you go and
Don't get this
father
nigga no kids.
single
I
and
hope your
father
bitches is on the internet looking at this shit and don't go
single
fuck with Waka
and
Flocka because
father
he ain't
because
gonna let the baby drown.
he gonna let
It's
your
funny
kid
because he
die.
usually says facts, but yeah, he fucked up saying that one.
That is crazy. He said single and fatherless.
Let him stay that way.
that
Stay that way.
Fucking Will Smith dropping a new album.
nigga bored,
Yeah.
like what you said
Okay.
last week.
Okay. Okay. Hold on though. Okay.
Yo, I
I
ain't gonna
forgot
lie
about this
though. You know
topic.
how we
Yeah.
were like shitting on that
Wait.
one rap song he
Wait.
made?
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how we was shitting on that shit? Yo, he made another one.
Yeah,
That shit was fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm
Hey
crying. Get
yo.
off
Well
my
look.
mind. Not this
Well
nigga.
Nah,
look.
I'm dead ass. He
I'm
was
not gonna
spitting.
say. I'm not gonna
Obviously,
say.
I'm
I'm
not. You
not
know.
gonna say that. But I will say this. I'm
This the
definitely not
best Will
excited
we
for no.
ever seen.
I'm not.
Yeah, at the end of
No.
the day, I don't care for hell
I'm not.
no.
Maybe you might be right, McKay. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna say this: I'm not excited for no Will Smith music.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never have. I've
yeah. I'm
never
not
been a
gonna
Will
lie. I'm
Smith
not
fan.
with you.
Even when Will Smith was so called
It
hot and
popping.
rap back in the '80s, I still wasn't like "Summertime" was my shit, but I didn't like dig into his music and
Yeah,
his
no.
albums and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He just
What's
wasn't my
that
style
joint he
rapper.
made where it was the booty song and everybody was dancing all old school? You remember that shit?
Uh,
Yeah.
I
I
do.
think
I
it was
don't
like
remember the
Stomp
name of
or
it.
some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah,
The
I
only
forgot
song
the
I
name of it.
listen
I know
to
what you're
from
talking
Will
about.
Smith,
See, just she's proving my point. Like I don't follow him as an artist. I like
my
him as an
only
actor and a comedian, and he's funny.
my
Um,
only Will Smith jam is when I go to Miami and I go,
I
I go
can't.
to
I
Miami.
wouldn't either. I
I
mean.
hated that shit.
Yeah, that's the
I
only
hate. I
time
see.
I'll play
I
some
hate
Will
cheap.
Smith.
See. I respected the old Will more because at least he was authentic. Like once
Yeah, it
he
was
started doing
authentic.
get jiggy with it and all that, he was like commercial. I'm
Nah,
not.
nah,
I'm not.
nah, nah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I'm not
commercial.
doing this. I'm get jiggy with it shit. Will, I'm not doing that
Hmm
shit. Fuck out of here, my nigga, with that bullshit. You can't.
Do
hmm
you know that Eva?
That's that Hollywood
Not
shit.
Eva
That Wild Wild
Longoria.
West. The Wild
What's
Wild
that
West.
girl
Will.
name?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I mean,
That was
Michaela
in
said it last week. That nigga fired, bro. He on suspension, so he bored. He
So
doing
now
anything.
now he gonna make music. But I will say this to OZ's point.
Hi.
I wouldn't say he's on some
Oh, nice to
fire
meet you.
shit, but I would say
Honor?
that song
I
that
love
he's talking
that.
about
You have a
himself
beautiful name.
Hmm
was kind of dope.
Yeah,
It was create it, was-
it was old
the
school stuff. You know, it was that.
nah, but it was the creativity of it. I'll give
Yeah, it
him
was
that. Like
creative.
it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like him kind of talking about his own business, like in a
Will
barbershop
only
setting.
relevant because it's kids. Shut the fuck.
Yeah,
What was
that's what
that? Different voices. This
I'm
nigga try to
saying.
do the fucking what is it? Eddie Murphy a fucking
Yeah,
rap.
you
Like yo, go
stupid. You
sit
stupid.
down, bro. You
Like I
doing
said,
too
I don't feel like
much.
he lyrically was killing it, but I like the concept. Like I'll give him that. Like it
You
was a
doing too
different.
much.
Like you talking
Jada
about your
really
life
broke this
story
nigga.
through the barbershop thing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Jada
It's
broke this
different.
nigga. That nigga said he need to spend another year untangling some shit, bro.
Yeah,
I was
no, it was
dying.
funny. It was funny. It was funny. That's why I said that
Oh
one was
shit.
okay.
Oh
I
my
wouldn't say it was
god.
dope. He wasn't lyrically killing it, but I liked the concept. Like he's talking about himself through the barbershop talk. Like it was funny. It was cool.
Nigga said,
And he's getting on himself, and he's like not
oh
holding
my
no punches.
god.
Like his kids is weird. They grew up all fucked up. Like
They
at least
they
you know
are.
what I mean. They
They
are
are.
like, but I like that part. Like that he's at least being real about it. Like he's not just saying
At
what
least
he
he
wants
accepts
people to
it,
hear.
bro.
He
Yeah,
said,
he's being real
Jada
Once you
about
took the
already
muzzle
went through
off.
some embarrassing
it.
ass
Yo,
shit like that with your wife,
Go
and you
ahead,
went
Will.
through
Say
it
what you want to
twice.
say. Go ahead, Will. It's fine. I'm gonna let it
yeah.
ride. You know, I did
I feel
embarrass
like
you,
once you
motherfucker.
already go through some crazy
You
embarrassing
better not say
moments,
nothing
like
about his wife's name.
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like once you go through those crazy embarrassing moments, like you know August Alsina or Alsina, whatever, and then the
Yo, you
whole
know what would have
slap.
been funny if he would have put
Mm.
the fucking soundbite in there, like don't say nothing about his wife's name. Keep my fucking wife's
Wife's
name
name
out
out
your
your. That would have been
motherfucking mouth.
hilarious. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, you're dumb. Yeah, you're
Yo, I need to
Funny,
talk
dumb.
to his
man.
producers. Where the fuck are y'all niggas at? Okay, I
Yeah,
got ideas. I
I
can
got
jazz this
idea.
shit up real cool.
You're right. We could make this shit really spin.
The fuck?
Where
I'm sorry, OG. I cut you
people will
off.
really be
Oh
playing
no,
this
you
shit.
good?
That
Yeah,
shit
that's a
just pissed
fact.
me off when he said that shit.
Yeah, you dumb.
I'm very upset with Will.
But yeah, I like the concept of it. But yeah, I'm never gonna be. I don't care. I'm not gonna be
Yeah, I
hyping
don't
over no
care
music.
for it.
He tried
Shit.
to
Like
Eminem himself. Like, just cut
yeah,
it out. Just
like
stop.
But I'm not. I
but
mean, shit. I don't blame him
you
for that.
know.
That nigga got embarrassed. Nigga old. Nigga got
But
suspended.
listen,
Nigga,
if he
you might
is
as
really
Not
well
go-
do whatever
suspended.
you want to
if he
fucking
really
do.
is gonna try to pursue music, yeah, you need to try to don't play with it, then motherfucker, like do it. Like that's how I look at it. Like,
You
but
know he
I
gonna
just
do
feel like
whatever,
Will's been
bro.
so removed that he just ain't got it to just
First
be
of all,
like,
you're a 50-year-old rapper. Nobody
mhm.
wants to hear that shit. Like, we barely want to see you do action films at this fucking point. And nobody ain't giving you no scripts because you out here slapping people and being fucking reckless and shit. So at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I don't agree with this Mike Larry persona he's trying to put on. Like,
The Mike Larry
you
for
still trying
man.
to be in Bad Boy? It's over, yo. Let it
She say
ride,
she
man.
said he can't be cool at 50.
Nah, I mean, not that you can't be cool, but you can't. The industry is not set up for a Will Smith. It wasn't before.
Yeah,
It
it wasn't
surely
before.
isn't
Yeah,
now.
it wasn't
Definitely
before.
not
You're right.
now.
Ain't
Yeah,
now.
it's a whole different era.
It wasn't before, and it definitely ain't now. You're right.
It's
So
even
I'm
worse
I'm over
now.
it. Like just chill. Like you got to find a new hobby, bro,
Oh, he finding them all right.
or start going independent. You got money. You can
Yeah,
fund your own shit. You just not
yeah.
sure if niggas gonna fuck with you like that.
Or
But
nigga, you don't
music
have to
is not
rap
the way to
yourself.
go.
You could be an A&R. You can find the talent. You can do shit like that. You don't have to necessarily be the nigga doing
Hey,
music,
I'm
bro.
not knocking it, man. Whatever. Feeds
You could
his
own a
soul,
label.
bro.
And you know what else is crazy to me? Both of your kids do music. I would try to market that. I would have had them on the album.
Mm.
I would have had them do
Some DJ
a hook
Khaled.
or something. Y'all can get into the sports if you want to,
Oh
but I
yeah,
want to
about
bring
to.
up Erica Badu.
Oh, go ahead, do that then. Let's do the torpedo shit last. 'Cause, I mean, it ain't too much to get
Yeah, we
into.
could do it last.
I just want OZ opinion on it, and we can wrap that up. But go ahead, Erica Badu, because I did forget about that because it ain't in the damn notes, but I do remember seeing
It is in the notes. It's down
it.
later.
Nah, but you know what
Um.
I'm looking at the top, like, so I ain't looking at the pictures. I'm just looking at the
Okay.
top
Okay.
list. It ain't in that, right? But you're
Um.
right. It's in the video thing.
So a lot of
Um,
it started a lot of controversy. The outfit that she wore to the Billboard Music Awards.
they said she was mocking the BBL culture, but you don't think that's what it was? That's what you were saying?
No, it's definitely way deeper than that. And people like Erica Badu, I
Hmm.
miss that type of consciousness that we used to have in the industry. So
Hmm.
I give her props for bringing this up, but a lot of people don't know that it was in reference. God, what was her name? I don't want to mess it up. Hold on. It was in reference to a slave, a famous slave, Sarah Bartman. So Sarah Bartman was a
Yeah,
slave
I know who she was.
that was purchased by a man who owned. She had several owners, but the
Yeah,
last owner that she had, he had like a circus type of thing
yep.
where she was like an attraction for her
People
butt
would pay
was
to come
huge and
watch her
whatever.
body, look at her body. Yep.
But as a white man, it was astonishing to see because that body type was abnormal to them, where they come from or
In
whatever.
that
So
time
she
frame.
was
Yep.
also, her body was mummified and sent to, I think, the Smithsonian. So she spent like 10
Yeah,
years
she's
in
in
the
a museum.
Smithsonian too,
Yeah, in a
which is
museum
crazy as fuck. But
for her body, which is great. Yes, it's
the
great.
the message behind what Erica Badu was trying to relay is that even in slavery time, black women's bodies were objectified, and it is carried on throughout history that black women are only seen as sexual things or at abnormality, I
Just a
think.
Hmm.
pleasure, basically. I know what you're
Um,
saying. Yeah.
but at the end of the day, a lot of people immediately took offense and saying that she was talking about the BBL culture, which is still a part of that because people are
Cause
obsessed
y'all are
with
obsessed
the
with it, and
ass
y'all are trying to look. Yeah, y'all are trying to look like this. You,
to the
you,
point
you,
where
you women who
people
don't have it are trying to
are
look like that.
forcing it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as I said, for
So,
women that don't have it like that, they're trying to get like that. Some women naturally right, you know what I mean, and others don't, but they cheat to get that right. It's what you
Fucking
want.
love me a
It's
natural
what y'all
woman,
looking.
bro.
It's what y'all looking forward to, right? It's what
I
y'all
love a bare
trying
face, no
to look like.
makeup, with a nice, nice body, natural
Hmm.
body, bro. I love me natural, bro. I love me a natural bare face. I love it. I'm trying to say, yo,
So,
y'all doing the BBLs, man.
so she's right though in the sense it does
shit, your
transcend into
country is
now.
the king of fucking BBLs.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
DR. Yeah, that's
Not
where
to
it's at.
incriminate my own
That's where
family,
everybody
but
go.
I
That's
got
where everybody
family
go.
members and siblings that do their thing. So I,
Yeah.
I I give them shit for it, but who am I, right?
Right.
Right. No, just people don't think about in the end, it's not going to age well. You look nice
Yeah.
now, but when you get old, it's not going to look the same. That's what y'all forget. Your skin starts to change and your body structure starts to change. And
Yo,
you're
for
not
you
thinking about
beautiful
none of
women out there, man, I'm telling you, if
that.
you're insecure about
If
your
you're going to
body,
do it,
bro,
work out and do it naturally at
if
least.
you insecure about your body, for the woman out there, man, just know
Get
Ozzy the
your
Don
squats
love.
in, baby girl.
Ozzy
Hip
the Don
thrust,
loves a
baby girl.
natural body, natural. I don't care if you petite too. You know what I'm saying? It's all mind and soul, baby.
Yeah,
You
shit.
only like petite. Shut the fuck up.
No,
Anyway,
nah.
Uh,
I like a figure though.
I
Don't get
like
me
thick
wrong.
like
I
grits.
appreciate everything. Shit, I can't say no to shit. I love me
shit.
some pussy.
I
I love
like
me some
I like
pussy.
thick like grits.
I love women. I love girls, girls,
Oh
girls,
God,
girls.
Ladies lover.
Yeah,
girls
Hey
I am
yo,
next to a door.
certified lover boy,
hey
y'all.
yo. Oh, did y'all hear about that situation with Scooter? More unfolded.
I don't know much about them. Not them peoples, but them rappers or whatever. You said you're
Well, we
talking about the
spoke
rapper,
on
right?
it last week. Yeah, we spoke on it last week about how the The rumor was he died hopping the gate, running from the cops or some shit like that
Oh,
on his birthday.
oh
But
yeah, I did
now they
talk
saying
about that.
some girl. It came out this girl got locked up for this shit. She fake called the police or some shit like that on him and said she was being kidnapped or some shit like that. And it was a lie because there wasn't no girl there when the cops came. They said he ran because he didn't know what the fuck was going
What's
on. It
going
wasn't.
on?
I guess
Nigga
it wasn't that
guilty.
he had something to hide or something,
Right,
but he ran. Like I don't know. Or
right.
maybe he did have like something on him. Like and it's like fuck,
It
I
just
can't
wasn't
get fucked with
that.
this shit on. Right. I don't know. But he took off. He got away from them. And basically, yeah, they said he I guess cut his leg open or some shit like that, and it cut an artery, and he basically died like that. Future and Young Thug saying they don't believe that. They saying the whatchamacallit came back that he got shot. They think the cops shot him and killed him and shit. I don't fucking know. It's a whole lot of shit
Mm.
going on with that shit right now.
What's up? Where's the autopsy?
I don't know, but
They haven't.
Future and Thugger said the autopsy said he died from bullet wounds. And they like I think
Mm.
the Atlanta police shot him. Like like
Interesting.
they didn't like him anyway. But like I guess he was
Interesting.
known before he became a rapper as far as hustling and shit. I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
lie, I ain't
It's a
really know
lot of
about him until
controversy
like
around
last
that.
week. So,
That's
I
as
know
good.
about
far
him
as
because he fuck with Future heavy. So
mm,
I've known about him for a while now. He's been a little quietly, but he had a little run
he's more like a
first
younger
dropped on.
generation guy, though, right? No,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah, that's probably why I don't follow up.
2015, 2016. Yeah, something like that.
Um,
But he's always been like under Future and Young Thug. Like that's where I got wind of him, and then he make his own shit. But yeah, well, Atlanta
damn.
trap
So,
niggas. But
damn. So,
yeah, it's a lot of controversy around that, bro. I don't know. I mean, I guess more updates to say if he really died from getting shot or not or whatever. I don't know, but we'll see.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, I just saw that shit.
because I remember y'all reaction last week. Shit, I don't even want to imagine that.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
it's
that's a
fucked up,
lie,
man.
though. Shit.
Yeah, but they locked the girl up. I said,
Interesting.
damn, that's crazy. Yeah, they locked her up for like false allegations, false. You know what I mean? You can't
Right, right.
lie and say some shit like that, and then
Yeah.
as a result, basically this nigga
Especially when
died
they
over it.
use resources. If they send
Right.
police out or go searching for
Yeah.
somebody or some
And
shit
now
like
you
that, like
wasting
that's
time, you wasting
yeah.
money. Yeah. So they feel
Hmm.
away. But then in this case, it was just even worse because somebody died
You just
behind
got
it.
caught a body. Yeah.
Like it's already bad if
The police
nobody
department
dies
just caught a
about it. They
body
still
there.
could lock you up for it because, like Michaela said, they're using resources and money. But now somebody died over this shit.
Yeah,
Like
somebody died over it.
somebody's family gonna want to answer. Somebody might sue. Like yeah, shit's gonna get a little deep now. And you're the reason this shit happened and it wasn't even valid. Oh nah.
No bueno.
Oh nah, bitch. You about to sit the fuck down.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
Ain't
crazy.
gonna
know,
be that
yo.
long.
I know the family want blood from her. I know that. My
Hmm.
Had to
family would be
put
want
her in
yeah, my family would be wanting
protective
blood from it.
custody.
Yeah, my family would be wanting blood from that bitch. Shit, she gotta go. Somebody better do something. So they locked her up though. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out what happens in the
Yeah, it won't
future.
be long though.
Yeah, nah. I mean, listen. If she did that shit, bro, she deserves what she gets. I
Yeah, she
can't fend.
deserve it.
I
She gonna
can't.
sit in there
I
for a
can't
minute.
fend for her on that, bro. Like it's one
Yeah.
thing if it was real and he really kidnapped her and was holding her against her will. The fact that you weren't even there says y'all to me y'all got into some type of verbal spat or some shit because it had to be on the phone, motherfucker. You wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And then you threatened that nigga. He probably whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you really went through with it. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But what was you thinking when the cops come there anyway? Let's say he didn't run and you're not there. The fuck? Like people don't be
It
thinking,
was
man.
just too much shit going on.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Drake's settling the lawsuit
No,
supposedly.
no, no. We
But
we talked about them niggas already. Fuck them.
and all right, then last but not least is the bats. The torpedo bats. OZ.
Yeah.
I don't know if you seen the bat. The shit looked like they
Yeah,
put
it
like a
did.
bulk right at the
I know
end.
about baseball. It looks yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, at the end.
how I
So
feel about that?
what do you
How
think
I feel
about it?
about that is not even equivalent to how I would feel about the NBA trying to throw a 4 point line.
A 4.1.
Uh, I feel like even though the statistics and history is going to change drastically, it's I would accept it more. I would accept more of a 4 point line than these fucking bats that motherfucking are just smacking balls with, bro. Because I am like my peoples, like Dominicans are play baseball, bro. Like
Yeah, of course.
this is a thing that we practice. We
Right,
play.
right.
We're poor over there. So our gloves were carton. We used to make gloves out of carton. We used to have a ball that would be made out of either a sock or if you wanted to challenge yourself, it would be a cap, like a water bottle cap. And
To
we would play
challenge
with a
yourself.
broomstick. So our position and how you hit the ball and the fucking whole beauty to baseball in general to
Mm.
get enough contact and be good enough and have the
To hit
stamina
a
to hit that
ball
shit in the
far.
sweet spot.
To hit a ball far.
That's what it's
Yeah.
called. And for you to
I was
tell me
gonna
that
say the
now,
accuracy that you have to have. Just listening to
yes,
that was like, what? A
yes,
bottle
bruh.
cap and
And
a
this is
broomstick. That's
Right,
crazy as fuck.
right,
yeah, this is a
right.
thing. This is actually a sport now. They call it pitilla, and they actually came out with professional sticks that are small and
Yeah,
professional
that's
things that you
crazy.
could kind of like throw. It's not a ball, it's a fucking cap. So they made a professional cap for you to practice
That's
this. And
crazy.
this is a Dominican sport thing,
That's
whatever.
wild.
So
That's
yes, like
crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
we like it's
But
a
they're saying, yeah,
I
it
don't know.
makes the accuracy so much easier with these new bats.
Yes.
Like the
So
accuracy is like crazy the
so
way they
be
doing. That's why it
be
looks so easy. They smacking them shits, bro.
exactly. So being
They
able to
smacking
hit
them
a
shits.
home run, nigga, for us, at least for me, I'm talking for my peoples because
Right, right,
like that shit is like wow. You know, like look at Sammy
right,
Sosa and Big
right,
Papi. They Dominican, Manny
right,
Ramirez. That's something that we
right,
idolize.
right.
So you telling me that it's making it easier? Not only that, you're gonna fucking destroy all the statistics from all these years of motherfuckers that actually been hitting the ball with nice precision and aim, like fucking Babe Ruth. Now you got Aaron Judge
I
hitting
get what
this
you're
with a
saying. It's
torpedo
like
bat.
it's like it's making it easy now. It's
Yeah, it's
like
making it
y'all
easy. He's
taking the
passing.
challenge out of it. Y'all taking
He's
the
already
challenge away.
passing Babe Ruth's history
Without the
stats and
bat.
shit.
Look,
Yeah,
without the bat, nigga. Without the
yeah,
bat.
without the bat.
But
So at least he did
here's
it
the next
before the
thing.
change, but now it's gonna be crazy.
So do you think now that the Yankees did it, everybody gonna do it? All the teams gonna grab them now?
Absolutely. Why would you?
So so
Why
now
would
it's
the?
so now it's gonna be home run city. Baseball is gonna become
Yes,
home run
bro.
city now. It's just gonna be home runs every game,
Which
like
is
mad
cool and
home
fun
runs.
and amazing.
It
I
is,
really,
but like you said, it kind of take the challenge away though now. Like
yeah,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying?
There's a
Now
scale
is
for
this
that,
even
bro.
hard to play now? Is it look, is it any point in having outfielders anymore?
Don't get me wrong. It's still hard though. It's
Yeah, no,
still
I know.
hard. Baseball
I
is the
know.
hardest sport there is,
Nah,
bro.
but if these niggas is pros and they get a nice enhancement, yeah, you
Yeah,
going smack them shits because this is what you do anyway. But now you got a
yeah,
booster, like shit just made a little easier. I ain't gotta, you know what I mean? I ain't gotta swing as hard,
yeah.
or I ain't gotta aim as hard. Like you feel me? I can smack the
Exactly.
shit. It's going. Like
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like it was to a point where people would they would do steroids and take supplements
right,
to hit the
right.
ball a
To
little.
hit the ball hard, right? They would cheat like that,
Yeah,
take steroids, make themselves stronger, and some
right.
shit. Right now, it's like for
It's already
everybody.
there.
It's not
It's just
steroid.
within the
Yeah, it's not a
sport.
steroid. It's not something for you. This is everybody. The
This
nigga
is
that
given
can't
to
hit.
you.
Look, the nigga that can't hit probably can hit now. Like,
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I don't get me wrong, I love home runs, but
no, it's
I
gonna
like
make it
the
more exciting for
I
sure.
like the
Because
challenge of it. Yeah.
think about it like this too. Even as a person at the live game, you gonna be catching balls all day. Them shit gonna be flying, motherfucker. Them shit just be in the
Yeah.
stance. Like, but
And baseball's
yeah, it's
already
just
unpredictable. Now you're making it really
right,
unpredictable. It's about to
right.
be
It's
crazy.
I think it's gonna make it more fun and exciting, but I think
It
it is
is.
definitely taking away. It's taking away the the skill of it.
The authenticity of baseball.
Yeah,
Baseball's the
yeah.
hardest
Taking
sport.
yeah, it's taking away the authenticity of it. You know, you're making it too
Baseball is the
easy.
hardest sport, man. Like, but that's why I'm probably. I know I said I don't know how I feel about it, but that's why I'm more on the lenient side because at the end of the day, I feel like baseball players deserve everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's a hard ass sport, bro. I played baseball, nigga. When I was a kid,
I
bro,
played all three:
it's not easy,
baseball,
bro.
football, and basketball.
Baseball is actually scary, bro. It's not easy, bro. Trying to catch a pop fly, trying to hit the ball hits you, nah, bro. That shit's
I
so
remember I got hit by a ball when I was young playing.
yeah, me too.
I was like 8 years old when I was a pitcher.
hmm So
And
I'm
that
not
nigga
mad.
smacked the ball. That shit hit me right in my stomach and not all the way down in my
hmm
body, bro.
That shit hurt, bro. So I guess I'm not that mad because at the end of the day, I feel like they deserve it. But it's like it does take a little bit away from it.
I
But
mean, yeah,
baseball is
it's
hard
like
though.
if they put the touchdown 40 yards instead of 100, it's gonna be a lot
That's
more
different though.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be a lot
different.
more touchdowns, but you taking away kind of the
Yeah,
the skill of it. You, He only got to
I,
go 40
I,
yards now.
I'm being more passive because it's different. It's huge. That's a huge like changing the bats and style is crazy. But
Yeah, yeah, it
I'm not
is.
gonna
I
lie,
was
like
surprised.
baseball's
I
still
knew it was a
hard.
reason
So
though why them niggas was hitting them. I'm like, yo, all these niggas
yeah,
hitting like this. This is crazy because it's never been seen in history. They broke records.
exactly,
Like, how the fuck
exactly.
all these niggas hitting like this? Like,
Shout out to Babe Ruth hitting that shit with no motherfucker was hitting that shit with a stick. Fuck out
yeah,
of here.
yeah. I'm about to say the old OGs like him and Jackie Robinson, them niggas was
Right,
real.
Jackie
Basically, you
Robinson.
know what I mean? Willie Mays and them niggas, they was different. They had like you
Mm-hmm.
said, little punk ass meaty little skinny bats. Them shits wasn't even the best the niggas was playing with in the fucking 70s. Like they was
Mm-hmm.
playing with like sticks and they was smacking them shits
Mm-hmm.
across the
Wooden
fucking
bats
thing.
and shit. Yep.
Right. They was skilled.
Heavy as
They had
hell.
skill. They had skill. we'll
Yeah, I guess my decision on is okay. We'll see how it goes, bro.
see how it goes. Yeah, like see how
Yeah,
it play out. Like, will it just make it more interesting? Will it make it to the point
yeah,
where all right, it's too predictable where you don't want to watch it no more? Like, all right, man, we know you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because I'm like that with sports, any sport, football, basketball. But I don't like predictability. I feel like what
yeah.
makes a sport is the unpredictability of it. We don't know who's going
Mm-hmm.
to win. May the
Exactly,
best team win. May the more skilled people do it. But it's like when it's predictable, it get boring to me. And that's
exactly.
what I don't like about like a super team either. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we don't have no other team to combat this super team, they're
What's the
gonna
point of
keep winning,
watching
and
it?
then it's gonna get boring. Why am I watching? It's like when the
Yeah,
Warriors had their run. It's like, bro, if y'all don't
yeah. I
defuse
stopped
this
watching NBA
team,
for a minute.
nobody's
Yeah.
gonna beat these niggas. I'm not gonna keep watching the same show.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like even when the Patriots, they had their run. A couple of the years, it was the same way. I felt like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna keep
yeah,
watching shit for them niggas to keep winning. But then they started losing, so they didn't win every year. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean? They're
yeah.
still a
I guess
powerhouse, but they can take losses. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like
right.
predictability. I like not knowing. I like a
Yeah,
few
of
good teams.
course.
So it's like,
Yeah,
yo,
that's naturally how a human brain works. Is curiosity. That's what we love. That's what drives us. It's not the what
yeah, that's what's
the beauty
entertaining
of not
about it.
knowing what's next.
Yeah, right. So when you know, right, it's kind of like when you watch a movie, right? When you first watch it, the dope part, you don't know how it's going to end. You don't know what's, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But once you watch it, not saying a movie can't be good and you can't watch it again, but it's not going to hit the same because you know the ending. You
That's not
know
the same. Yeah.
what's going to happen. You know how it moves. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's the same in sports. Like if it's too predictable and I can say who's going to win and what, like then I don't want to watch it. Like I like watching for the
I guess
thrill of it.
that's
You know
I
what
guess that's why I'm more lenient to it because that's what it is. Is because baseball is unpredictable and it's hard. So
I'm saying?
and not only that, I'm also putting myself like in the shoes of
In
the
their shoes of the players.
yeah. So I feel like
Right.
right now they're like, ooh, let's
They're
have
excited.
fun.
Yeah, they're excited, right.
Let's
It's
have
fun.
fun.
Like, they're excited, right.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
know what
they
I'm saying?
feeling good right now.
It's
Even
like if
though,
they gave you it's like if they gave you some type of sneakers in NBA where you could just jump from anywhere and dunk. Like niggas that have a
yeah,
ball with that shit. Like what? Nigga, what? We have to have a ball
the
today.
only
Like
people that's gonna really
jumping
be
from the
hurting off
midcourt
this,
line to dunk.
right? The only people that's gonna be hurting off this is the pitchers, bro. They gonna be
yeah,
hurting, bro.
yeah, you're
Their
right.
stats gonna be trash.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Now the pitcher is gonna have to be super skilled to like strike niggas out.
You gotta be nasty.
Yeah, yeah. Because if they can connect, it's you know what I mean. 7 out of 10 times gonna be a home run. So now you have
Mm-hmm.
to be super nice with that ball to where you
Mm-hmm.
striking these niggas the fuck out. Walking niggas something. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Like,
Yup.
you know what I'm saying? But you're
I
right. It's
guess.
gonna be hard on the pitcher. The pitcher gonna have to really step their game up now.
Yup.
Unfortunately.
Yup.
hmm
Shout out to that man. We'll see. There's a lot of people about to be boosting their stats up. Some stats about to be worse, good, just for pitchers. But
Yeah,
then
it's in
the
the
batteries
beginnings.
been gonna be good.
Right. It's still early in the season, just started, so we'll see. But I
Yeah.
don't think everybody got the batch yet. But I'm assuming within the next week,
Yeah.
two tops, everybody had them.
I'll take advantage of that
I'm
shit.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure teams are ordering them shits as we speak. Like, get them shits in here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how the games is looking in a few
Mm-hmm.
weeks. We'll double back to this. We'll have this conversation again. You know what I'm saying? After everybody got them, see how it's looking. Oh, one other little thing I forgot. John Morant, you saw that shit about him with the whole finger shit or whatever the fuck the gun shit he was doing on the court.
Oh,
Team.
that dumb shit.
Yeah, they talking about fining him and all this other shit. I guess he responded on a tweet, "Ja this, ja that." Everybody always talking about anything I do.
He's a fucking idiot, bro.
I'm about to say, bro, I like him as a player. I don't like him as a person, bro. And
Yeah.
and it's crazy because I'm gonna wrap this shit up quick. He was like in college, bro. Like I watched him since he was in college. Like that's
Oh
why I
yeah.
like him because I followed him since then. Like and he was always the truth. I knew he was gonna be like a future face of the NBA, but I feel like the nigga he's become is like an act. Like he wants to be like this gangster
Yeah.
drill type of nigga, and that's not who we. Bro, if you watch this nigga in college, he was not like this. Nigga was a little geeky kid with the fro, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you got dreads, and now you tatted just like, bro. Like, see, one thing with me, bro, I've always been like this, even with street
Right.
niggas. Like we talking about a sport nigga, but street niggas do the shit too. You get niggas, bro, that like growing up, you feel me? They was one type of way, and then when they get grown, they something else now. No, now you're a
Mm-hmm.
gangster, or you got
Especially if
locked
you
up.
got money.
Yeah, now you this. Like so, it's like, bro, for me, real niggas was like that since we was kids. Like the real troublemakers, the real rowdy kids to me was like that when we was young. They didn't have to go to jail. They didn't have to become a blood. They didn't. They was already loose. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You niggas had to go to jail or become a blood. Now you're gassed and you feel like you're loose. You wasn't loose.
Mhm.
You was the same nigga that niggas used to take their tray. Used to
Yeah.
take your tray back in school. So it's the same thing. John Morant, you was like a regular nigga. Now you want to be like this gangster, and that's not who you are, and it's getting you in trouble. It's stupid. Like you one of the
Yeah.
dopest players in the fucking league, my nigga, hands down, like top five, and you're blowing that shit by getting in trouble over ignorant shit, over stupid shit. And I don't know, bro. It's like I can't feel bad for a nigga if you gonna shoot your own self in the foot. You feel me? If you gonna be
Mhm.
a fool, you know what I'm saying? Um,
Yep.
again, I've always rooted for this nigga because I feel like he's one of the illest, like off his talent. You get me? But as a person, he's a fucking goofy. Like I don't care for him. I don't like ignorant, stupid niggas, bro. That don't
Yeah. I
have
don't like
room to
that
grow
shit.
or don't like to. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you're too old, bro. No, you're not my age, of course. But I'm just saying, like you're grown as hell, bro. Like you're not 19, 20,
And you
21, bro.
conscious, bro. Your brain's developed.
Right. So let go of that ignorant, stupid shit you on. You got a whole career and a whole fucking I know your family you're feeding, bro. You got all this shit riding on you. And you gonna blow
Mm-hmm.
that shit behind being ignorant. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
like, the one or two times it was like, okay, he's still young, he kind of learn. But it's like by this point now, I
Right.
just feel like
Repetitive.
he's ignorant. He's stupid. And I can't feel
Yeah.
bad for him no more, is where I'm at with it. Like, I like him as a player, but if he gets himself fumbled out the NBA or, whatever, I
Right.
can't feel bad for him, bro. Because you did it.
You
You
did it to
catch drug
yourself.
charges and stupid shit like that. Like I said in college, he was never this, bro. Never
Mm.
this, bro. He didn't even have tattoos. Like he got all that shit when he got in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is
You know,
weird.
so when you get some type of status after knowing one thing for so long, you finally get some status. You know, a lot of people lose their humbleness or whatever. So
And maybe that's what it is. You got more money than you've ever had. Like you said, your status is high. You one of the NBA leaders. Like, right, maybe all that shit going to his head now. And now he just feel like, people start feeling like they bigger than the league. They start feeling like they're
yeah.
bigger than everything. Like, oh, I could do what I want. And, you know,
And like they say, what's the saying? Money just makes you more of who you are, really. So you know, he just
that's who you
showing
really
how
are.
much of a
Yeah,
goofy clown and
yeah,
not real and authentic guy he's
yeah,
not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that's kind of, it's funny you said that because that's kind of what I equated with Kanye too. It's like, yo, bruh, he is kind of crazy and off, but a part of this is who he really is, yo, because he's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
money. So
yeah. I don't
now you're
think.
showing us who you truly
Yeah.
are because you feel like you can without no problem, without no,
Hmm.
repercussion to it, You're right. Money definitely magnifies. It's like liquor. Your true feelings is going to come
Oh,
out.
that's a fact. A drunk man's words is true words. That's my best. That's my favorite saying.
Yeah, your true feelings is gonna come out. That's why when
It happened
somebody's
to me
drunk,
last night, man.
you know how people be like, "Oh
Shit.
nah, he drunk. Don't listen to him." No, I'm definitely listening.
Yeah,
You're
he probably
yeah,
saying
you're
some real
saying the
shit.
truth. You saying exactly how you feel. Keep
I'm not gonna
talking.
lie. I was on the phone with my cousin. You know, he
Keep
was
talking.
he went to prison and shit. And there's been some traumatic events and shit. But
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I got lit last night, bro. I kind of came crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I be fasting for like 2 days. So I drank last night. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. That's true though. Drunk man's words is
Look, you
true
was
words.
you
That's really how
you
you
was drunk
feel.
and hungry, nigga. Everything was coming out crazy from you.
Yeah, yeah. I was coming. I was blunt. I was being blunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And I guess he probably was like, "What the fuck wrong with this nigga?"
shit. That nigga was tight. Yeah, go hold you, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, why you
Hey.
feel that way right now? Yeah, man.
To hear tough love,
Yeah.
bro. So,
How old is he though?
sometimes you gotta hear tough love. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. How old is he? John Morant.
I think John Moran is 26, if
Mm,
I'm not mistaken. I'm about to look it up real quick. I think
uh,
26. Let me check real fast. Yeah,
yeah,
but he's not young as hell though, is what I'm saying. Like he ain't, like 21, 22, like still mad young.
yeah,
He's young, but he's not, you know what I mean, little young. You know what I'm saying? You're not a baby. You like you said, you okay, he's 25. For himself, 25.
yeah. Your brain fully develops by 25.
Yeah, I'm about to say 25, right, is the age, right? That's what I was about to say. Ain't it 25?
So
Right.
he probably about to he probably. I mean, most people usually I've this is the
Maybe from
thing. When
here
you
on
turn
out,
25,
bro.
bro,
I don't
something
know.
happens. I swear to God, something happens when everybody turns 25, bro. I
So maybe
swear.
he about to slow it down. I don't know. Maybe this is all part of his pre-25 behavior, sir. Like,
Right.
I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
But
he's
now he's dealing
25.
like mentally with trauma and shit. Like well, not I would, but it's not bad. Like a different type of trauma,
Right.
because of the influence, a lot of pressure. Some people don't handle pressure that well, or they just
Right.
handle it differently.
Right.
So you probably all gassed up in the head and shit.
But like you said, maybe now, maybe some wisdom to kick in, some age, some maturity.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We'll see. If he's still carrying on the next couple of years the same way, hey, everybody don't grow up at the same time, but
yeah,
we shall see. But I think
yeah.
that wraps up everything. I don't think there's anything else left to talk about. I think we hit every nail on the coffin.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean?
I'm glad I was able to make it. I was lit. I was like, I might not be able to make it.
Word, nah, I said that's the damn.
I'm not gonna
Michaela
lie.
might
I
be just,
skinny
it might
dip.
just
I
be us
skinny
two.
dipped
Might be
last
the
night. That's how
OGs
drunk
today.
I was.
This nigga said I skinny dip. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you was
bro. I
Florida.
ain't gonna
You
lie.
know I was about
Just
to trip on you, like nigga, how the fuck you? What you was in a hotel? But yeah, you was Florida.
I was at a complex, bro. I skinny dipped, bro. I was lit.
Niggas retarded. I
Lit. You know
feel
you
you.
lit when you gotta apologize the next morning to somebody.
Yeah. I was wilding. My fault. I
I
was in the heat of the moment.
I do want to say real quick
Word.
that I
What's
don't
up?
fuck with neither one of you whores because we totally just skipped over the fact that I was podcaster of the month again, and nobody said congratulations. That's good. We said nothing.
Oh,
So
congrats.
Hey,
That's
now I'm
because
no
he threw me
longer like.
off. I ain't gonna lie.
nah, I ain't even gonna say it now because she don't want to hear it now, so that's dead. But listen, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I'm gonna just say this though. I feel like the reason that was because how it was presented. We were mid conversation. This nigga pops up, says that, says some other dumb shit, and slides out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he
it
threw
was
me
like
off.
we kind of just forgot. Like
He
we
ain't
went
even
back to the
process that shit.
conversation. Yeah, right. Like we didn't even process
I didn't
it.
even know a month flew that fast.
He ain't even get to have me. I ain't even get to ask him what was the criteria.
I'm dead. Not the
I was sitting
criteria.
here salty as fuck. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all finish talking.
I'm
I'm gonna
dead.
say
my
my little
my
piece. That's
Oh, some
fucked
shit.
up.
my fault though. That's really why. Like it was just how that shit was done. Like it just came and went, and we was yeah. My fault. Congratulations. We're not haters. It just
Congrats.
didn't. It was the way it was done.
No,
Word.
that's exactly what
There
Kevin
you
Congratulations
go.
to
wants.
Michaela.
I'm not gonna hold it against y'all. That's what he wants. He
Oh,
wants
he
to
wants us to
create.
big. Yeah,
Yeah, he wanted to
he wants
have
to
some
create
type
a
of
diversion.
feud,
Yeah, he do.
family
I'm not
feud.
falling for the bullshit. I'm just telling
Look,
you.
he gonna hear this when he edit in. Like man, fuck them motherfuckers.
I'm cutting that part off. They still beefing in my mind.
Look, he gonna try to start that shit next week. So none of y'all told Michaela, y'all congratulations, huh? See, y'all
Uh-huh.
niggas is hating. You don't shut
Painting
your fucking
pictures.
ass up with that dumb shit, right?
He
Word.
reflect that he was being a whore this weekend.
That's all right. We gonna get back to him.
It's
He'll be back.
recorded. Whatever shorty that he not kicking it with. I'm like, oh, so
Mm.
that's why he couldn't call me this weekend. Yeah, that nigga's in the Poconos. I'm telling.
Yo, you're dumb. I'm telling you.
But
Yeah,
on that note,
he in the farms right now.
Right.
on that note, fuck y'all niggas. It's like I hope y'all have a good week.
Love you too.
I'm about to go watch
Word.
Kanan since nobody wants to watch it and talk about it with me. It's cool.
Yo, I said
No,
I watched the first two episodes. I have to
I'm on
get.
my wave by myself. It's all right. I
I,
like
I
it.
have to catch up. I told you,
I like it.
I just started shit yesterday, and I did well. I did a lot yesterday. I finished a lot of shit. Like, word up. But yeah, I'm on the second episode of that, so I have
That
started.
wasn't even a shot at you. That was a shot at
Oh,
multiple
eh,
people. It's a
oh,
shot
okay.
at Kev. It's
Well,
a shot
Kev, I
at
know supposed to be watching too, but
my
you
oldest
know,
son Kai. I know.
Oh,
I don't want to
she
hear it.
sending subs. She sending subs to everybody.
Shit, I know what I will be
Crazy.
watching this week.
What's that?
Celtics game, baby.
Oh,
I'm
this
going
nigga.
to a basketball game Wednesday. Couple
Where
games.
they play the Magic? They play the Magic.
Yeah, they playing the Magic before they, it's the last month of basketball before it gets
Yeah, I'm about to
serious.
say the
So
playoffs about to start. Yeah. Oh, so
yeah,
you got tickets to go to that? That's what's up.
yeah. Took a day off, go watch that shit for sure. You know what? I was over somebody's house and I was watching. They was playing Snowfall, bro.
Yo,
Oh,
get
And
you
out of
finally
here.
got it. You hold up. You finally got a clip. You got a piece.
I,
You got
I
to
got a
watch a little
little
something.
clip. I got a little. I saw a
He
little
said they
little
was
do a
watching
little sneak
Snowfall.
peek.
They was watching.
Nah,
30,
it was only for
30
like 30
years later.
minutes. It was only for like 30 minutes. So
He
I was like,
said
okay.
20 years later.
So I was like, okay. So I think today I'm probably just finally gonna do my homework because so you guys start giving me shit. So I don't know. What should I
Ooh.
watch first?
Bruh,
I
I
mean,
just
should I
know
go to
you're gonna
that?
like. I know you're gonna like that shit. You're gonna come back talking
But
about
that's
it.
the
Like,
thing though. I
yo,
don't
this
have
shit
the
crazy.
platform for it, so I'm gonna
This
have to
shit
You
like
don't
crazy.
have
pirate
Hulu?
it and search it. But so
You
I
don't
should
have
go with
Hulu?
Oh, okay.
nah. I
You got
don't.
Hulu?
I might as well just buy it, huh? I don't
Yeah,
like paying
nigga,
for
the fuck?
paper. It's not I don't be watching shit. All right.
I
I'll
get
probably
you. If
do
you
it.
feel like you don't
I
watch
used to
movies
have
like
it.
that, you're like, why am I paying for it if I don't really? I get it.
Yo,
I
it's
get what
like
Yeah.
you're saying.
7, 8 seasons of that shit. You can have
Yeah,
Hulu just to
yeah,
watch that
I
shit
feel
yeah.
like
and
And
today
then
I
dead,
get
and
forget
then
high
about
all
dead it.
day
other
today.
shit.
I took the day off.
Yeah, and
I'll
then dead
probably
it.
fuck
Right.
around today. Shit, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm fucking. I'm watching Snowfall. What was? And then you said there was another show on Netflix that y'all was wanting me. I have Netflix. Y'all was talking about
What was
Oh,
something else we wanted him to
that De
watch?
Niro
What else?
shit. That De Niro shit.
Yeah, I'm halfway through that. I got to finish
oh
that today. Haha.
yeah, I feel
That's
like
on
I'm in the
Netflix.
mood. I feel like today
What you
I'm in
say?
the mood for Snowfall. I ain't gonna lie, kind of like what I was kind of seeing. I ain't
Nah,
gonna
cause
hold you.
bruh, once you get into it, since you don't know shit and all that, you'll
You
binge
gonna
watch that
binge the
shit.
fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, he gonna binge watch
Yeah.
the shit out of that. Cause you gonna keep wanting to see what's next. Yo, all right, now what happened? All right, now, oh shit, that happened. Yo, what's gonna happen now? You gonna
I,
keep going. That's what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
what
So,
you said 8 seasons. I don't know what season or episode I was watching, but I do know that I was watching the scene. You guys probably know and shit, where like
mm,
it's actually it was two young African Americans at the backyard of a rich guy, Hispanic. He looks
Oh
Hispanic. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. Art
the
damn,
plug, they over there. Yeah, they was
what
over
was
at
his name?
Yeah, they
Ari
was
or whatever? Uh-huh.
yeah they
yeah,
was chatting, and
the connect dude. Yeah.
I peeped that in every scene, no matter where this nigga was at, he was always pulling out the gat. Damson Idris, that was his name.
Oh, this was later
Uh,
in the game if he was pulling out gaps. Franklin
He
didn't play
kept
with
pulling
guns
out
like that.
gats. Like
yeah,
everywhere he
yeah.
went, he was pulling out a gat, bro.
And he said everywhere when he pulled out the gun, yeah,
That was
he
late
was
Just
in the
par-
game.
random.
he was
That was late in the
paranoid.
game.
Hmm.
Because he
All right.
wasn't
Hmm.
like that in the beginning. He was a young kid. You
Yeah,
listen,
you probably was
on
on
some
like season 6 or
intellectual, you
5.
think
You
you
probably on 5 or
so
6.
mature and fucking old school and ahead of your time. You gonna
Mm-hmm.
love Franklin, nigga. Just
Oh
start from the
yeah.
beginning.
Who's
Don't
Yeah,
Franklin?
his
start nowhere in the
character.
middle.
He's the main character.
You gotta
Damson
let it build
Idris.
up.
That's his name, right?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
let
he's
that
the
shit
main
build up
character.
though.
He's who it's about. But
Ooh.
he's like the calmest gangster you're gonna ever see. Like the nigga's so cool and calm, and then he can just
He,
turn.
he
That,
he's
Like
that,
my type of
don't
vibe.
tell him nothing.
That's what it was
she
giving
said,
though. I ain't gonna lie. I was fucking with it because of that. It was
don't
like the
tell
aura
him
of it.
nothing.
Like ooh, it's like ooh, he's nonchalant and chill. Like he just being gangster and shit. I was like, I might fuck with this.
You gonna
I
like
might
it
fuck.
because of his swag and how he
Yeah,
moves.
how he
Period.
operates. Yeah, just how he operates. You
Well, I
know.
like how you said if I'm an old school head like that or old soul, then yeah, so good.
I
I'm gonna
put my
watch it.
son onto that shit because I was watching it and he was like, "Yo, you always watching the show." I'm like, "Nigga, if you sit down and
Facts.
watch it, you'll see why."
You see
And
why?
then
That's
it was
yo.
like when his girl got pregnant, they started watching it. This nigga kept running in my room like, "Ma, did you see what Franklin did?" Like, yo, get the fuck out.
But I told you that to me, that shit has been the best shit since The Wire, bro. Like that shit
Fuck,
is
y'all gonna
like
make me get a
my favorite shit.
subscription. All right.
But yeah, man, world, everybody enjoy their weekend. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
fuck off. Subscribe and eat a
episode,
dick.
yeah, subscriber eat a dick, episode 55. We gonna have to voice do it. And then we're gonna have a wolf go, oh, and if you love a chick, she gonna cry, nigga. That's it.
Yeah, OZ.
Yeah, communication.
Not the end of
Oh man.
communication.
Yo, done, yo. We threw all the ad libs in there. Fuck it,
I'm
nigga. Like,
screaming, yo.
Oh shit.
Kev
All right,
can't get mad at that. Yo, all right,
Facts.
y'all. Easy.
All
One.
right, one love. Happy Sunday. Bye bye.